He's either dead or looking at me. Oh. Sounds like you gave up. Like.
This motherfucker just falls out of fucking frame.
Yeah, I'm dying.
He just completely falls out of frame.
So I can just die of laughter.
He'll get in your DMs.
Dude, if he sends me a message, I'm gonna shit my pants, bro.
Yeah, because he's gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah,
he's crazy out of his mind.
Yeah.
The following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MACKDOWN Podcast. Starring any combination of the following. Introducing Mikey MacD, Mr. B, A.J. Mitchell, Cam, and Kim. It's the MACKDOWN Podcast.
Who won, who lost, that's it. I think
the promo was fantastic.
Yeah, I did get to see that.
John Cena?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One. Oh, Mike, wait, hold on. Are we recording right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have it on record cam. Mike just gave John Cena props.
Bro, I give John Cena props all the time. I always give John Cena his props. Have I ever not given him his props?
Yes.
No, I have not. I just said that he's fucking the most overrated wrestler of all time.
And the storm of shit begins.
He's like, I give him his props, but he's fucking
Bro,
terrible.
that's literally an entire fucking podcast.
Us versus you, handicap match. Well, no,
It's
you know
not
what?
just me.
It's not just you. I believe Kimmy's on your side with that. She agreed with the John Cena not being on the list and the Bret Hart being on the list.
Now, look.
I believe at this point, I think Bret shouldn't be on the list anymore, Mike. Well, you know what? No.
What?
Because that list was purely on the wrestling aspect of it.
said
It was
what?
not on the person, right? Yes. And we had to keep saying that. Remember that. We had to keep saying that shit.
I know, that's why I said we need to do the top 10. Because John Cena definitely needs to be on the top 10 list for the sports entertainment aspect alone. Period.
John Cena as a person, you don't think? I mean, everything he's done for me, like Make-A-Wish and shit like that, it's just. Or you just.
I don't count any of that shit, bro. I don't count none of that.
It's non-wrestling related.
Yeah, it's not wrestling. Yes, like I said, he's
Bro,
the hardest worker
he's not
in the
Grand
game.
Wishes without wrestling. So it's just 100% wrestling.
That's what I was thinking that too.
No, it's
I was saying
completely separate.
That's the same thing with Hogan.
It's completely separate.
How?
What do you mean, how?
What's the Make-A-Wish, Mike? What's the Make-A-Wish, Mike? What's the Make-A-Wish?
It's a foundation for ill kids that are, and mostly just kids.
Terminal.
That are terminal that are not, they're pretty much getting their final wish.
Right.
Okay, to do what? To do what is they're getting their final wish to do what?
To make them happy for a second, to give them that one lasting moment. It's like
their
it's
hero.
like a real serious
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Their hero from wrestling. So it's 100% wrestling. He's not doing Make-A-Wish if he's not in wrestling.
Yeah, true story. If John Cena wasn't John Cena, he wouldn't be John Cena.
Yeah, but John
there's no
Cena has a
Make-A-Wish.
choice. John Cena has a choice to do those. He doesn't have to do that. He goes out of his way to do those. It's not a mandatory
Over 600,
thing.
More than anybody ever.
Yeah, and that's because he's the hardest worker in the business probably ever.
That's his real name, man.
Like I've always said.
What is it, Jonathan?
I've never not said that. But that's outside of wrestling. We're talking about inside of the wrestling business. I mean, if you want to hang your hat on the Make-A-Wish Foundation, I mean, shit,
I'm
that's
just
cool.
saying, that aspect of him as a person
Yeah, that's great.
makes him a good person.
Yeah, he's kind of entertaining in some of his movies, but
I do want to see Suicide Squad
Yeah, that
available
does
in
look
theaters and on HBO Max on August 6th, apparently. Free plug.
Don't date him though. You're gonna have to sign an agreement and shit.
Oh yeah, be having to fuck. You can't use the oven. Gotta
You
gotta
can't
get
use
dressed for
trash
dinner. Dude,
Fuck John
he
Cena.
might be a robot for real.
Funny as fuck.
All right, y'all. Well, welcome to the MACKDOWN Podcast.
Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
We have everyone in-house today and from places unknown.
Far
Parts
unknown.
unknown.
Southern parts unknown. He got his hat backwards over there with the southern. He on the south side. He in the hood.
We got Cam.
Yo, what's up?
We got AJ.
How you doing over here?
Mr. B.
What up?
Mike.
That's me.
And, of course, myself, Kimmy.
How you doing?
What up, Kimmy?
Oh, you know, hanging out on this Friday night.
It's Friday night.
Hey,
and
that
I
popped in
feel
my head.
alright.
I'm glad we can get away with it if we sing it. You know, we can sing the song. That's okay. We just can't play the song.
I was telling Mike the other day because we like
Oh,
to...
he's talking about copyright.
Yeah, because like his game will be on, like the wrestling game, and it obviously rolls through like people's entrance music, and I'm always like, oh, Undertaker, like
Ooh.
Yeah.
Natalia, and so we're like, oh, we could play a game with the theme music, and guess I'm like, oh no, that shit would get
Canceled.
cut immediately. I'm like, the only way we could do it is if we literally like hummed it, where it's
Bum,
like,
bum, 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 bum. Wait, no, that's Rocky.
Yeah, I was like,
Bum, 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 bum. Na, 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 na.
but anyway,
Or I can sing it. I am Chris Benoit, and I'm really mad. Well, no, that's,
Oh.
I'm singing the actual name of the. Yeah.
yeah, no, you can't do that.
Who can name that wrestler?
oh my goodness.
Bong.
Thanks, guys.
All right, well, let's get into the recap of the week that was.
week that was, man. Well,
Wow, yeah.
Monday Night Raw had
Still-
10 fucking matches. That's way too goddamn many.
Really? For 3 hours?
Dude, 10 matches. Count them. 10 fucking matches, bro.
I mean, in 3 hours, though? That's 3 matches an hour.
And it was still the drizzling shit.
Of course.
bro,
But I'm saying, like,
SmackDown,
mm-hmm.
4 matches in 2 hours.
That's 2 hours. That's 2 matches an hour.
4. Sure about that?
That's what I'm looking at right here.
I'm looking at the summer of soccer, apparently.
But yes, 10 matches
10
for.
matches is not.
yeah.
It's too many.
Hang on, let me turn this off because
That's a lot.
that's distracting.
Yeah, that was distracting. It was like squirrel, because I thought it was gonna say Summer of Cena, and I was
You're wrong.
yes.
Hey, so apparently he's added more dates to his. He's added more dates to the schedule.
Yeah, he's gonna be on SmackDown after SummerSlam now, and that really wasn't the plan.
Okay, so that means he's gonna make the run through our little tour.
Possibly.
So I'm gonna mark.
So, of any of those 10 matches, was there any that you actually liked?
Okay, so the first one that I did highlight was the Sheamus and Damian Priest match.
Yeah,
So if you've seen that match, to me they beat the shit out of each other.
which is always a good thing.
Yeah, dude, and I love Sheamus' style. He's already an all-time great to me, dude. Like he's already a Hall of Famer in my book.
I agree.
But here's what I don't fucking understand about what they're doing right now, and this is WWE specifically. They're making the title contender beat the champion to get a fucking title match.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that makes no sense.
Exactly.
Dude, they do that shit all the time, though.
But why would you do? It's like, okay, well, we obviously know what's going to happen here. You know what I mean? Like, they pretty much have a formula. You know what I mean?
Is that worse than I agree with you 100%, Mike. I'm just throwing that out there. But is that worse than the title match on a pay-per-view and then the automatic rematch on Raw the next night?
Yeah, the very
Does that
next
make
night.
it? Is that
Same
yeah?
shit,
Is
dude.
that, I mean, yeah, same, and it's almost the same match every time.
Yeah, we're gonna watch WrestleMania, and then Monday Night Raw, we're gonna watch WrestleMania.
Rewind.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
Part
the next
2.
day, we're going to
Cut
watch
down the match.
WrestleMania.
yeah. And then we're gonna get WrestleMania Backlash.
Right.
So fucking many WrestleManias.
With the same
With
fucking
the
logo.
Exactly. For the whole year are.
It's a yearly change. You know?
Ooh, I do like that though. A
And-
yearly theme of all the pay-per-views is one theme all year.
I hate that.
I do as well.
That's
Hey,
too.
remind me
It's
after,
like a cage
remind me
match.
after the recap, there was a rumor I heard that would absolutely kill me. So I'll save that to the end.
All right, hey, I'm gonna write that down
Yeah.
Because AJ asked a question last time, and we fucking totally never went back to it.
Nope.
Was that the Cesaro thing?
No, it was the Usos.
The Usos, right? I thought so.
I never fucking went back to that.
Never went
so
back
Cam,
to that.
what would you like to recall so I can write this down, sir?
Well, he said it'd be a surprise. He
A
wants
rumor
to.
he
It'll be a
heard.
surprise.
So-
Okay.
AJ's gonna absolutely mark out when I bring it up. Well, he's gonna mark out in laughter. I mark out seriously.
Just put surprise.
Surprise AJ.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you have pictures of what I did last week, dude, I'm sorry. And please don't expose me on the podcast. Like we can talk. About
You just
TMZ,
exposed
baby.
yourself, bro.
He was baking in his apron.
That boy was bacon, and he
Bacon.
was bacon.
Well, you do need butter to bake, baby. Just remember that.
I know.
He wasn't faking. That brother was bacon.
Biking.
The route was crooked.
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
The crock just came from the bathroom.
You know, the crock just came from the bathroom, and then the big ass nose.
or Ms. Ark.
Look how big my damn nose is.
His nose is big. His nose is big.
That's probably the most. That's the most. That one does not age the most out of every single one of them they've ever done.
That's pretty bad. That and
Second
Piper.
wise.
That and Piper. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Four Horsemen was pretty bad, bro.
With
With Orn as a drunk with the cooler.
Yeah, but that wasn't racist.
That
though.
was That was just.
No, it definitely wasn't blackface.
Yeah.
For sure. It
That
wasn't
definitely wasn't blackface. Oh.
The McMahon one is pretty funny too. It don't get talked about as much, but that one was pretty damn funny too.
Oh yeah. What's up? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Vince just wanted to say it, and he did, and we all.
No, not that one. The one with when Sean and Hunter or Vince and Shane, and he's like, "Stop it!" And Sean falls.
Oh, when they're
talking about?
acting, when DX is acting like him, yeah.
Yeah.
And Hunter screams and Sean's okay. I thought we were talking. Oh yeah, totally different.
Not the
stories.
backstage skit. No, man, that's so, the disrespect.
The disrespect. Wow.
That's a beginner clip right there, Mike. The disrespect.
Disrespect.
I'm just gonna put that on the T-shirt list.
Yeah, the disrespect.
Yeah.
I love that actually. We
Hey,
start merch. That would
can
be
we
great.
Can we get a rundown of the T-shirt list real quick? I'm just
Dick
curious.
all day.
Dick all day.
That's number one, right? Fucking AJ's gonna be like a staple
AJ.
of most of these.
Mine and AJ's other staple. If this works, it works. You remember that one, AJ?
Yes, I do.
Oh Lord.
It works. I'm on mute. I came back.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah. Come on.
All right, so back on track a little bit now from the.
That's how much Raw. How much we love Raw.
We just have to divert.
Divert.
What else can we talk
Yeah,
about? in
What
this
can we
segment?
entertain ourselves with
Yeah.
while this bullshit's
So,
on?
can you give me some key points of Raw? Run off some key points.
Well, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get the rundown of the T-shirt list, right?
Oh, do you want that?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's get that
Okay.
rundown of the T-shirt.
I was gonna
list.
say, yeah,
Dick all day. Here we go.
All right, hold on. Let's
that's a
see.
fucking deep cut. We haven't even aired that.
Let's see. You're broke, so we don't trust you.
If you're broke,
said
people
that?
don't
Who
trust
said
you.
that? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I only started it like where I started doing it was with Sean because he goes, "This house is titty proof." Well, because he thought I said that, and he's like, "Did you just say this house is titty proof?" It's fucking hilarious. Let's see. Assholes in tandem is the first one. It needs to be the equivalent of a bird shark.
Oh,
Yes, exactly.
who's saying all these?
I
That's
don't
what I
know.
would like to know.
Dude,
That's
this is
that's
just
a lot of letters on the shirt with that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
The wipe your ass with truth is probably one. Oh, this one it just says blubber and luck.
Blubber and luck, baby. Blubber and luck.
Maybe laugh at the time I wrote it down. Who said it? Don't know.
Don't know.
Couldn't tell you. Don't know. This one AJ said it says he's either dead or looking at me.
Is that from Vegas?
I don't remember.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be, right?
It's gotta be.
Some dude on the.
Dude, I didn't timestamp.
That's gotta be
it.
a home. That's gotta be a homeless dude.
Oh my god, dude.
He's either dead or looking at me. You have a bunch of dude. There's so much a lot of it's just quotes that made me laugh that people say. Like this one's like, if it turns into nothing but jungle, Just shut it off and turn it back on.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's always the quick fix.
Yeah. That's what Cam did.
He's like, I just got to switch devices altogether.
I think
I did.
this last one says, my favorite reason a person's ever gotten fired.
That's the T-shirt.
My favorite reason someone got
Like what?
What do you
And this
mean?
on that same subject, but totally off subject. You see how Kelvin Benjamin got fired?
Oh.
Who's that?
Hey, man, I heard that he got like...
Who?
I can't
What?
remember exactly.
You say Karen Benjamin?
Kelvin Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin
Oh,
from
okay.
the Giants.
Yeah. I can't...
They came
that-
in way overweight.
Yeah, I was going to say... Cam sent the shit in the group chat, and it was said something about he basically got kicked out or got released because he was caught stealing food from the fucking from the kitchens to take home
Cafeteria,
and shit.
yeah.
But I mean, is that
And
a
then it was a
surprise?
picture of him walking off the field.
He's like, I'm just here for the food, bro.
I mean, shit, he was playing tight end too. I mean, he got
Oh,
bigger
God.
and he just
He was like
he's
340.
done,
They
though.
were-
He got out of shape.
Bro,
like
they
Keith
want
Lee.
him in.
He's
They said he
Keith
weighed in the spring at 261. They wanted him to come in at 251. And he came to camp at 268.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put 20 pounds on real quick. Nobody's gonna notice.
Yeah.
He's like, we're gonna
Yeah, you know who else decided to do that? Keith Lee, because that motherfucker put on like 200 pounds.
Yeah, they brought them both back, or they brought Keith Lee back, and then they brought
Carrying up.
and then they both got fucking beat, and then they're like, you know what we should do?
Put them together.
Put 'em in a match.
Just like AJ said
Well-
a week ago.
Come.
But the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna put them in a match after we've burnt them both. No story, no good. I mean, there's a story
But there
there.
is a story now. Now they're saying the story is they wanted him to be vulnerable until Scarlett comes to complete the package and make him strong again.
Who said that?
Like that's the story. Yeah, that's the
Cam
article,
said
the
that.
tweet.
Cam wrote that article himself on cam.com.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what they're gonna do, that's fine. I mean, if that's the way that they're gonna get around about,
That's
it doesn't
that's
make
what
any
the rumor
sense.
mill
But
says.
they should have just brought them up together
I don't know,
the first
man.
time.
But but what about Keith Lee? That's my question.
Well, they kept
Let me
like,
pose that question. What about Keith Lee?
what about Keith Lee? He's slow.
Thank
He's like
you,
a
Kimmy.
fucking sloth out there, dude. He can barely move. Like literally, Karrion Kross was doing fucking everything. He was doing everything, and Keith Lee's like, all right, let me try to just, you hit me,
The athleticism is gone.
Try
You're right.
to kind of, you knocked me back down.
Yeah, listen.
It was just so like slow, dude. It was terrible. And even when he punches you, he's kind of doing like the whole, I'm fucking tired. I don't want to like, oh god, I guess I'm gonna hit you. It's just so lazy.
So do you send
dude.
him? So do you send him home and tell him he's gotta get back? Do you Yokozuna him? You know what I mean? Do you
Mark Henry him.
Or Mark Henry would be more appropriate because Yoko went and ate a bucket of chicken and dipped it in butter. Well, he was on a diet. Mayonnaise.
At the
Oh,
treatment facility.
Yoko. At the treatment facility.
He was paying people to go
Sneaking
get the shit.
buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen, I was so-
at the treatment facility.
I was so down with Keith Lee when he first
Yeah,
came
when he
on the
first-
scene.
of course.
Like he was a little bit goofy and a little bit like, I'm a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Bro.
was, but
This is my
his in-ring shit was pretty good. But now
Yeah.
he's literally just like
The
doesn't
package
do
isn't there.
anything.
There's
Yeah.
no package. Go ahead.
this
Cam.
is my rude take of the week. He's a fat ass Apollo Crews.
Oh,
But Apollo can move though. He can't really move anymore.
he used to be
bro.
able to. Yeah, he used
Dude,
to. Be
He
able to.
emphasis on fat ass Apollo Crews.
Watch, we're all gonna feel bad when he fucking explains his story in like a week and a half or whatever. Because
He's
he's
got
like,
a thyroid
he's like,
problem.
give me I want to, tell myself, give me a couple weeks or whatever. He like posted that shit on social media.
I think it's a gimmick. I feel like it's a gimmick now.
You think that he's doing it on purpose to make him look a pair for the sympathy?
I don't know.
Yeah, like, I
Comeback
think
story?
it's not I feel like it's a gimmick because he's posted this
They
shit
fucked
numerous
it up.
times now,
They fucked
and we
it
ain't
up.
got.
What do you gotta say, Mr. B? What happened?
No, I don't agree with that. I think he's just
He sucks.
he let himself go.
Oh,
Let himself go.
I mean, and here's the thing though, that's
did.
not an issue. I mean, he still can work. My thing is they missed the mark on him. If you're gonna bring him back, like have something for him. Like give him something that he can like get invested into. Because if you just bring him back and they're like, all right, Lee, we're bringing you back on Monday Night Raw, and you're gonna lose to the world champion. We're gonna make you look strong, and then okay, well, what are we doing next week, boss? Well, we'll figure that out. All right, cool.
Okay,
and he's like, cool, I'm fighting the champion. I'm going to look strong. Great. And then next week, you're losing.
Yeah,
to Karrion Kross.
So what I wrote down here is there's no substance. There's no substance in the character that they're creating for him. Because right now you put him 2 back-to-back losses, both to champions. So, I mean,
Still.
you made him a little strong in that aspect to say, hey,
he
fought
got dominated
champions,
in the last match.
But Bobby Lashley set him down the trail. So you went from what the WWE would categorize as their biggest champion, because I'm sorry, the WWE title is bigger than the Universal. Fight me.
I mean, it's the WWE title.
It's
That's
the championship
you know
of the entire company rests in your hand. Versus the smallest world champion you got is the NXT champion.
that they don't even recognize.
And they hardly recognize. And you didn't
lost
from the top to the bottom in the WWE's eyes, in my opinion, what they did with Keith Lee. Not to mention everything that Kimmy just so wholeheartedly explained.
Well, not to mention they had the fucking program in NXT where Karrion Kross beat him for the fucking title, and then he hurt his shoulder and he had to go out for months and months and months. They have a fucking story built into there. If you're gonna tell it, fucking tell the story.
Yeah, but they don't even hint back to it at all. They don't.
That's their problem.
There's no vignette. There's nothing. There's nothing that
we get a
gives.
walkthrough.
It's just a cold take. It's just
totally.
okay, here's a match. You two are going at it for no reason. Oh, by the way, fucking here's a point. They did the same thing with fucking Mansoor and Ali against T-Bar and Mace. They didn't even mention the name Retribution.
They did very slightly, but I get what you're saying.
They didn't say Retribution though, because
No,
the
they
only
said a
thing
team,
Corey
yeah.
Graves said was they had an
history.
alliance, a small alliance at one time.
There's a
That was
history
it.
there.
That was it. And basically, it's like, why would you put Ali in a spot with those two? Like those two, you couldn't pick any 2 other people to get Ali and Mansoor over.
Right, you could have expanded the story with Shelton and what's his name, Cedric a little bit. You could have said they could have talked a little bit. You know what? Let's be bygones, and try to have a tag team match, and then they could have lost that, and then step up to Bobby Lashley later on that night.
Well, the problem is
it could've-
Raw doesn't have a lot of tag teams either.
Right, so
You know what I
that
mean?
would have been a perfect opportunity to put Cedric and Shelton together again real quick.
But
to
they've
make
already
Mansoor-
split though. Like they've been split for it feels like 2 months now.
So can I ask you a question then? Why put them together as a tag team to face Bobby Lashley together?
They didn't. It was a basically
Handicap match.
No, it was not a handicap match. It was this versus this versus this.
No, he said I'll take them both on, and it was a handicap match. Both of them versus Bobby Lashley. It wasn't for the title. It was a handicap.
And he did pin both.
And he pinned both. He stacked them.
I mean, wasn't Shelton and Cedric fighting each other in that match?
No.
They-
What happened
they
was
were both
they
trying
came
to
out
pin.
and they're like, "Hey, you go off to the side here. Let
See,
the men
that's
talk." Kind
to me that's the worst thing they could have done.
So
then.
what I'm saying
'Cause it's
then,
like,
if they-
why would you separate them that fucking far apart just to be like, okay, we don't know what to do, so let's put you back together now to try to see if we can get the ball rolling. It's like you're fucking.
No, they're not. They weren't a team though. They weren't a team. They were like calling each other out.
Yeah, they were
They
talking
both
shit.
wanted the title match. They
Yeah.
both wanted the title match.
Right,
So
so
he
last
took
year was like, I'll just take
Yeah.
on both of y'all at the same time.
Yeah.
But it was almost like a 3-way, but it wasn't no physicality between them two.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
even Shelton even referenced like, oh, we're past the her business. That's the thing in the past. Like he referenced that coming to the ring in his promo.
Right. So what I'm saying is that if you were going to put them together in some sort of situation like this, where they were kind of teaming up against Bobby Lashley, why not give us a little preview of the story early in the night to say, hey, maybe they consider doing it again?
Because they're not even thinking about it.
Right.
It's not even on their brain.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the problem was that if the WWE was going to put them in that program at the end of the night, you could have just made a little bit of relevancy to it and gave Mansoor and Ali a chance to have had some type of unification against a formidable team that doesn't have history with them. And you can let everybody split ways and still do what they have to do.
It could have been jobbers. It could have been Lucha House Party.
but-
It could have been anybody outside of. Why would you sacrifice? I mean, T-Bar and Mace. They're 2 fucking giant dudes,
Exactly. They need to be fighting.
and they're still like in this retribution esque gimmick, but they've completely separated from it, and it's like, okay, well, let them just go back to being Dominic Dijakovic and fucking Dio Madden. Right. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason.
Or reinvent again.
Yeah, because otherwise they're coming out now. They got the face paint. They're like a mixture of fucking like Demolition and goddamn name any other '80s era tag team. You know what I mean?
Look like they came from the apocalypse.
Yeah, it's goddamn the Ascension all over again, but just not as
Yeah.
goofy.
I had a question about Keith Lee before we segued into Bobby, which I mean, it was a great segue. But real quick before we move on, like in all seriousness, like all jokes aside, like serious conversation real quick, is Keith Lee marketable?
I think he is in the
yeah.
right presentation. Definitely.
I don't, because I don't think he has any personality.
Well, see that's
So that's where he's falling short with Vince. And I'm not taking up with Vince. I'm not taking up with Vince at all, because I think Vince has made 1,000 wrong decisions, especially in the last 5 years. I just think at some point we have to hold Keith accountable for Keith, and it's up to him. They're independent contractors at the end of the day, and you bring the person out. Hey, we laugh at Nikki Ash all day, right? But it's Nikki Ash's idea, and guess what it's showing? Character development. It's personality. We're not getting that from Keith. Keith's not bringing that to the table. So at the end of the day, Keith has got to be held a little bit responsible for himself also.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Do you think that Keith Lee should be in the role of Omos right now?
I mean, he could be a silent killer for sure.
You know what I mean? Just be like,
But
just be
I
AJ
think-
Styles' muscle. I mean,
Maybe,
I feel
but
like he's a
almost-
heel to me. You know what I mean? I see him in WWE TV, and I'm like, he's a fucking monster heel. I would have aligned him with
Keith?
Bobby. Yeah, I would have aligned him with
Okay.
Bobby in the Hurt Business, with Cedric,
Right.
with fucking Shelton, and that would have been an untouchable group.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
he would have
could've
built
been
his
the
stock.
enforcer.
You know what I mean?
But
The
I
whole bit.
think, but even like you make a great point. Like, okay, Omos is green in the ring. We're not denying that.
Right.
But we've seen in 3 months, bro, Omos has, one, he's gotten over, and two, you've seen developments each week more and more with him.
Especially
He
his
went from this-
character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you're seeing the character, and obviously, listen, like, he's got one of the Mount Rushmore's helping him. We're not going to debate that. But at the same time, like, you're still sitting here, you're seeing it. Like, we're getting to see his character development. Even he's green in the ring, you're seeing the character development, and we don't see that from Keith Lee, like, at all.
And here's what I'll give Omos props as well, is that he has intensity when he is in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not totally, like, emotionless and
Right.
just kind of, like, going through, like, a match. You know what I mean?
And you know, and like I said, he's definitely got the benefit of AJ protecting him. Like, you know, when they're putting a match together, obviously AJ's like, hold up, that ain't gonna work for me, man. That ain't gonna work. You know, he's country, so he's gonna be like, that ain't gonna work.
I'm sure he's
But-
letting
so
them
he-
pitch everything to him too. You know.
Yeah, so you know, he's getting protected a little bit, but I just think you're seeing more character development out of Omos than you are Keith Lee, and I don't know.
Well,
that's
that's what I'm
just my
saying.
take on it. Everybody's probably not gonna agree, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, everybody's over here. So, what I'm thinking when you say something like that is the fact that I get it. Right now, Keith Lee is not the guy based upon the presentation.
Yeah.
But it's always about the
not the guy.
presentation, and not to mention, the fact of the matter is that you want to put some of the blame on Keith, but you got to put some of the blame on creative as well.
Dude, a
if
lot
you
of the blame,
don't,
too.
right? Because if creative doesn't have the direction in which they want you to go, plus you don't have the character development skills to be able to push your character forward, it's.
Then why are you on the main roster?
You know why you're in the main
You should
roster?
be in
Because
NXT.
Vince saw something in you,
He didn't see shit. He was told that this motherfucker's over in NXT.
which was true.
He ain't watching the product over there.
Right.
He ain't,
But I
he ain't
just-
putting eyes on that shit.
I think in Vince's land, how many top draws that weren't an attraction have hella promo skills were on top? You don't have people that don't have personality on top.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
just that's not. I
Right,
mean, we
and
look
I'm
at the
not-
track record.
And I'm not saying
Keith
Lee
doesn't have a
needs to-
personality at all. This man has zero charisma.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to buy him
I
as
can't say
a
zero
fucking
charisma,
main event
man.
guy.
I wouldn't say zero
say
charisma
zero
either, because
charisma.
I mean NXT had it right. I mean they were putting him in great
Exactly.
spots.
Right now, though,
crowd
I
loves
think
him.
Cam is right. Right now,
For sure.
Keith Lee
Yeah.
right now
Oh,
does
yeah,
not
like
have
I
any
said,
charisma.
and I agree with you now.
Yeah.
He seems down on himself. Like
Totally.
he seems like he's kind of going through something.
Well, wouldn't you though? Wouldn't you like you've
Dude,
been gone for this long, and
Dude,
then they bring you
I know
back
what
to
it's
be in a
like to
losing
feel
role?
I know what it's. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
It's,
Like, why would anybody in that company have any fucking desire to want to do anything?
NXT is where his lane was.
And then Vince McMahon wants to call these people out and say, these guys are lazy. They don't have the work ethic of the generation before them. It's like, well, the generation before them actually had a little bit of creative liberty.
They had
like
tools. They
they
tools
could
that they
actually
can
kind of
use.
improv a little bit and bounce off each other. Sure, they might have scripted shit, but it's still a competition, and you know what I mean? Now they're fucking told what to do. They're told when to fucking go in. They're told when the shit goes off.
I mean,
I'd
to
sit
play
back and play
devil's
video
advocate,
games, too.
to play devil's advocate here, you don't have to sign that contract.
For sure. No, right.
So if you do sign the contract and you're given a role, do the most you can with that role. They're not like, hey, Keith Lee, go out there and be lazy as fuck. They're definitely not saying that shit to him.
No.
If you're going to be a loser, do the most with your losing role.
Right, and that's
You know what I
that's
mean?
kind
So-
of what they
It's
expect you to
called
do.
putting someone over.
Dude, so
Yeah.
And
you can't
he's putting them over.
You can't go out there
eventually.
and act all mopey and defeated and just have a miserable fucking match because
And-
you're sad about it or
Right.
whatever
and
your
they-
issue is.
And there was an
Exactly.
article that did say Keith Lee is sad about his role.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what
And
he's in the wrong. But he's in the wrong company.
He is.
Dude,
He is.
I'm sorry, like I get it, but like I said, devil's
But-
advocate, but that's also coming from that end. If you're gonna get that, if you're gonna sign the contract and you know WWE is gonna have you under their fucking thumb, do the best you can with the role that you're given.
Vince saw the Keith Lee that we all saw at the Rumble that stepped to Brock. If that Keith Lee was constant, if that was the constant Keith Lee all the way through, he came back and it was still that Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Well, they changed
Yes.
him. They changed him
That-
literally the night after.
That's
You know
what
I mean?
happened. Because they tried to change, if it works, it works. Like I said. If you don't break it, don't try to fix it if it ain't broken. And it was not broken. Keith Lee was over. Brock put him over in some regards, gave
Yeah.
him some shine.
He did.
Braun gave him a little shine. Roman the year before that gave him. Keith Lee was
They were building him
They
great.
were building him great. And that's why I said Keith Lee's got it. Right now, everybody's correct. Sorry about that. Right now, everybody's correct. Keith Lee just seems like he lost his puppy. You know what I mean? He's hurt. Like Mia's not giving it. Like something's going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that about you, Mia. We love you, but still, it's just something's wrong. Somebody needs to give Keith Lee a hug and a hot dog, and let him be that Keith Lee we remember from the Rumble. In my opinion,
He
that's all I
just
gotta
needs to
say.
go back to NXT.
I don't think that's gonna help him.
It
well,
would
and
help him
I'm just
tremendously.
gonna throw this out
Do you
there
think
too.
it will, Mr.
I'm gonna let her say.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say I think sometimes too you just have to be a rule breaker, and they give you a role and you're like, nah, and you just fucking you take the loss or whatever, but maybe make yourself look a little stronger or whatever, dude. You know, or maybe
give some
do
liberties.
you know what I mean? Give yourself a little bit of an edge, even if you're not supposed to. You know what I mean? Because then at least you're gonna show your talent in the time in which you're there, instead of just being sad about it.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say on it. I just think like he's missing something, and to me, like growing up on it, like nobody outside of his European title run, like D'Lo Brown was like a jobber 90% of his career.
You're looking at the
Right.
real deal now,
Right, but when he walked through that fucking curtain, you never looked at D'Lo and was like, "This motherfucker's gonna lose." Like you could never see that on him because he was selling it to the T. But like when Keith comes out right now, you can look at him and be like, "All right, he's booked to lose."
Yep.
Like you can see it written on his face.
He has to tell. His poker face ain't
Yeah.
good. His poker face sucks.
Yeah, he
So I
just
just
doesn't
think-
want to be there.
He doesn't have the glory to bask in.
Oh,
How's it go?
I like it. I like it.
All right, that's how you close that segment.
Moving on.
Yeah, I was gonna say there.
I like how Mike just turned the page too.
He's like, and we're done with
And
I was
that."
gonna say. I mean, the only other thing is, I
What
mean,
else
for
happened?
me, it was
Oh.
Charlotte and Nikki Ash at the end, or excuse me, Nikki ASH.
Yeah, it's not Ash.
It's not Ash.
I'm not even gonna comment on it because we're gonna fucking see it again this Monday. So there's no point wasting time on it this week
Yeah.
because we're gonna have to talk about it again next
They're
week.
gonna triple down.
Hey, they ended the
Well,
show
we
with
don't
it,
have
so There you go.
Well, it's another one of those. If you can beat the champion, you get the title match, and it's just so stupid.
Yeah, she destroyed the champion.
Monday Night Raw fucking sucks, guys.
Not to
that's all I
mention
can say.
here, hey,
Every week.
and once again, AJ's wet blanket moment of the podcast.
What is this wet blanket?
I'm just gonna put a wet blanket on it. We've got Goldberg.
Throw the wet blanket on the fire.
The only thing they're doing right is booking Bobby as a badass.
Yeah,
that's
Bobby's
the only
gonna.
thing they got
I
going
hope
right.
Bobby destroys him. I mean, like seriously, I hope it's a squash match that Brock Lesnar comes back to and it's like, oh, you think you can squash all of us? Like, that type of deal.
I think he's definitely gonna beat him.
He's the most
There's no
believable
way.
for me
Who, Goldberg?
now. Oh no.
No, I think
Bobby.
Bobby's gonna beat Goldberg for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's not even a question.
At least I hope.
I
mean,
thought
if
you were
it goes
talking
the other
about.
way around,
I thought you were talking about
Nah,
Brock.
I don't even want to watch.
No,
that.
what I'm saying, but I want it to be a squash. I want him to squash Goldberg. I want him to squash him.
Well, and
Well,
here's. Go ahead, Cam.
No, I'm just gonna say, bro. I mean, like Goldberg's matches last 3.5 minutes tops, anyway. So I mean,
Before he
you're
knocks
gonna probably get a
himself
spear. He's gonna probably hot shot the match. Spear Bobby go up, and Bobby go up for the jackhammer, and Bobby might even kick out of it. And then he's gonna be like, "Oh shit!"
He gonna go for the spear
So-
again, and then the match is over because
All right.
Yeah,
Bobby's
and then
gonna
Bobby's
tear
gonna-
him up.
I'm gonna throw this at you real quick, and Cam, you'll follow. So I know Big E is on SmackDown, but he's the
I love.
Money
Oh,
in the
I
Bank.
hope. Oh, I mean, listen,
So,
that's in my mind. Like,
Well, hang on. One of his favorite wrestlers, if not his favorite wrestler, is Goldberg, right?
yeah.
Right. So what happens if they're going to use Goldberg as an avenue to get Big E over, so Big E doesn't pin Bobby? So they have Goldberg win the title again in this bullshit.
He's never won the WWE Championship either.
No, I don't think he ever did win.
He
the
will
WWE
be the
title.
first
Yeah, he had
wrestler. He would be the first wrestler in the history of professional wrestling to be the Universal, WWE, and WCW World Champion
Wow.
ever.
Yeah, there you go. So that's what they would probably want to do for
Big.
him.
That's kind of
But-
big.
So what if he beats Bobby in some way, shape, or form, and then Big E steps up to him and says, "Hey, I'm going to cash in on you at fucking whatever date it is," and then they have their match, and it's like Big E now gets to fucking have his match against his favorite of all time.
You don't think he would just cash in the
Yeah,
match with Bobby
I just see
Lashley?
Big E is cashing in, bro. Like, so Big E's character, bro. He comes out with the thigh, with like the high step. Anyway, like you imagine that high step, him coming to the ring with the fucking briefcase to cash in, like that shit's gonna be crazy.
I feel like he's gonna do like what RVD did.
Like straight up.
Yeah, he's gonna tell him when he's gonna do it. He's
Well,
like, I'm gonna cash in on
as
this
much
night.
as I want him to win the belt, I don't want him to fucking fight Goldberg.
I don't want
Because I
him to
just
fight
don't want to see
either.
Goldberg in another goddamn match.
Me neither.
He could be one of his 10. What has he got? Three or four
unless
left.
he
How's his
does
sales
it
going?
that night, like right after he
Yeah.
wins.
When they count that as one of his matches, we could be done with him quicker.
Exactly.
Oh fuck yeah! Then we only have one more, guys. That's
Yeah,
it.
just
boy,
check,
yeah.
that's what I'm
Band-Aid
saying. Check it off the list.
Rip the
Yeah,
Band-Aid
so
off.
Get it
just check
fucking
it. Yeah,
done.
get it done. Yeah.
SummerSlam
God,
money
so
in the
wait-
bank cash in.
so wait a
Hey,
minute. So wait a
And then
minute.
he can come back, on Raw and have a rematch for his title he lost the night before, and then we're done with Goldberg.
Then he's
Good.
gone for
Finally,
So wait a minute. Are we? Or that means that are we rooting for Goldberg to win
Dude, that's terrible.
just so he
Is that-
can
did that just
leave?
happen?
That kind of
Yes.
did.
That kind of just happened, didn't
Okay.
it?
Hey,
Wow.
Bobby take the L for everybody. He's taking one for the team. He the real MVP.
Yeah, because they can
He's
give
gonna
it.
get
They can give it back to him.
Like, hey, can we get your match, him and E right
Ooh,
after, and then the next Monday,
and then
win,
you know
bye.
what? Since
Never come
since Brock ain't well, no, you can't do that because Roman's being set up. Everything's being set up for a Roman Rock. What is that at Rumble or is that at?
It's gonna be a Mania,
Well,
bro.
You
real
think it's gonna be
quick,
Mania?
If it's Rock, for sure.
Y'all, we're not getting Brock anytime soon.
Yeah, Brock
so
is
just be
done.
prepared.
Yeah,
That's
Brock-
why I think Rocky's gonna come back because dude, Vince is gonna throw the fucking bank at him and just be like, dude, here, write your fucking here,
Yes.
write your number.
But
How
I'm
about
saying
this?
for
How about this?
Bobby,
Go
we're
ahead.
not getting Brock anytime soon.
So who are we getting
Right.
for Bobby? Is my question. What does John go over
Yeah,
to
that's
fuck
what I'm
with Bobby
saying.
for a little
That's
bit?
what I'm saying, bro. We get Goldberg and Big E at Mania.
Oh,
No, God,
no,
why
bro.
would
I'm
the,
just
the
saying.
disrespect?
I'm just saying, dude. I could see WWE doing that shit. I could see them
I
doing
can't
that
see
shit.
anybody doing that, even not on
Give
purpose.
me Randy Riddle and Bobby in a 3-way. Sign me up for
Oh,
that. Like I don't want.
That just doesn't sound like a good match. I'm sorry. That sounds like
You
too
mean a
many.
triple threat match?
Yeah, that sounds.
sir?
That doesn't sound
All
marketable.
right, so if they started building the story like so, when are they doing the draft? What did we say? October.
It's October. It's
Okay.
like October, like 4th and 6th or some shit like that.
Okay, so Bobby Lashley's going to be the champ, right? So
Yeah,
they
it's
do the
gotta be
draft.
Bobby and Big E, bro.
we get Big E over to Raw, and then we get Big E and Bobby Lashley at Mania. Is that bigger? Is that better?
I mean, what happens?
Would
if,
you be more excited for that one?
What happens if he cashes in? Hold on a second. What happens if he wins the? Oh, I'm sorry. What happens if he wins the Royal Rumble
Big E
as Money in the
as
Bank?
Money in the Bank. He loses the match and then cashes in after the match is over.
Could you fucking imagine?
It's never been
Wouldn't
done
that be?
before.
Wouldn't that be awesome though?
I mean,
That
it would
actually
really
would be,
establish
yeah.
him.
Or what
It
if he?
would because I love Big E so much.
Yeah.
Like there's some people that shit
Yeah.
would happen with, and I'd be mad as fuck. But
Yeah.
with Big E, like I'd be okay with it.
Dude, when you talk about charisma, that motherfucker has all the charisma.
Man,
So
Kim, you gotta listen to the
pretty much,
podcast.
like,
My God.
Oh, yeah, I've only heard bits and
he
pieces.
wins the
I've never-
Royal
Oh.
Rumble and Money in the Bank.
So he's already Money in the
Loses
Bank.
and then cashes in.
Right, the same night, right
that,
after.
That would be fucking hilarious.
He just loses the match. Like like they go to war, he loses the match, and then the champ and then he kicks him like in the nuts or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Cash in now.
Y'all like Raw is already like lost me like 93%. Like
Yeah,
I'm hanging
right there
on
with you.
partly because of this show,
I'm not gonna lie,
and that's
this
about
is
it.
all
I'm gonna be
Jesus.
honest. That's the only reason why I've been watching Raw. If
Yeah, because
If
I
they-
boycotted it before we started doing this shit.
Yeah.
if Big E ends up on Raw and they end up fucking this up, like y'all gonna have to pay me to watch that shit.
I'll be
I'm
right
just letting
there
y'all
with
know.
you.
let me take a wild stab at this. Like, say something like that does happen though, where Big E does win the Royal Rumble and has Money in the Bank, goes to challenge Bobby. It would have to be someone coming in and attacking. Like Bobby would probably
He
like.
just glossed right over what Cam just said.
I'm just so, like stuck on this. I'm stuck on this theory here.
It's
You're
a
stuck on something
hypothetical,
that's
yeah,
not. It's a
it's-
theory that's not even in the realm
Yeah.
of possibility. So I don't know why you're wasting time on it.
But what if it happens?
then it'll
It's
be
not
great.
going to.
Remember,
But
I
it's
said
not
that today,
going to.
though. Just remember if it does happen. Okay. Back to what you were saying, Cam. Go ahead.
But no, I'm just saying, like I love, and I'm so balled into Big E, and like, not even the character. Like Etor, the fucking human being, is a phenomenal human being. And
How many
so
Make-A-Wish
if they-
did he do? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
hey,
He's a
he ain't
homebody.
done make a
Probably a
wish,
lot.
but he's done a whole lot of fucking charity. But if they fuck this up, like they're gonna lose me forever. Just because they're doing wrong by him.
Everybody
and
on that
it's
show.
wrong of the show.
Yeah, Big
I
E
agree.
was huge. He's a huge
Like
individual.
when you have every other promotion congratulating you on winning Money in the Bank, like
That's true.
you're a fucking star.
Yeah. NWA shouted his ass out, dude.
Yeah,
And I'm like, wait, he
Impact
was
too.
never even affiliated with him. Yeah.
Impact did too.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I can't wait, dude.
It's a
God.
special moment, man. He's a
was.
special person.
Yeah.
He deserved it, like the crowd said. And once again, like I said, win the Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank. all right, enough of that. But no, Big E is great. Like Kimmy said, Big E is great. I concur.
All right, so getting off Big E because he's on SmackDown.
Moving forward.
We totally sidebarred, but that's, hey, man, Big E is fucking, he's worth the sidebar, man.
He's worth it.
Anybody got anything else on Raw? I mean,
Yeah.
Riddle's awesome. Riddle's great.
I don't-
Everything he does is fantastic.
Where's Randy? Maybe that's a question.
He's on break.
Well, yeah, he's got like 40 kids over at the house and shit. So I get it.
He's keeping the
is
storyline going.
summertime.
Riddle's keeping it going.
Oh, it is summer. Yeah, the kids are out of school, and you know,
Not
mom,
much longer, but
Mom
yeah.
is sitting out there. She's, his wife is probably like, "Baby, nope, you ain't doing that.
You need
You
to be
ain't
home.
doing- You need to be home for at
Passing
least a couple."
RKO's out
Yeah.
here.
Well, she hit him with the RKO. That was pretty cool. Anybody seen that video where she did it to him?
Yeah, I saw that.
Their relationship is what is my goal.
They're probably both miserable.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Nah, he's
sorry.
definitely not.
I was about to say,
Well,
damn.
she's like a mega fan, right? Wasn't she a mega fan? And
Yeah, and
Randy
he
was her
pointed her
favorite.
out. Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they ended up meeting, and then the whole thing happened. So that's like literally, yeah.
Well, just to let you know, well, no, she's married, so never mind. Oh, and no, she's married too.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess we're moving on.
Yeah.
Raw.
Nobody's got anything else?
No, what's next? Tuesday
night.
NXT.
NXT.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get to watch all of that. I fell asleep.
It wasn't a very good episode. I'm not gonna lie. I told Mike this yesterday. I feel like NXT's a little flat right now, just a little bit flat.
Well,
Samoa quit, so
Well, no, he didn't.
I know. He did, but he didn't.
Here, I don't know. I don't know why they're flat, but they definitely do feel a little flat.
Because there's
It's
no
because
heavy
they're in the
hitters.
They're in an obvious transition stage.
Yeah.
So you know, like the pay per view is like obvious, like who's gonna win. When most takeovers, you really have no idea.
Yeah, because what they're doing with Cross and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't know. I just feel like some of the storylines are a little,
Yeah, they're
like
I mean,
the whole
outside
Gargano
Cameron
thing. I don't know what they're
my
doing.
thing. My thing is this. I think you guys are correct. There's a transition, and they're shuffling the deck right now, as they call it. They're trying to see who fits with who. You got Bronson and Adam Cole.
Boo.
I mean, I kind of like it though. I'm liking the storyline a little bit. You guys are not big on Bronson. I kind of do.
I'm not. No, I'm fine with Bronson. I don't like Adam Cole in this role that he's in right here.
I'm glad you continued that statement. I'm like, he said, I don't.
No,
like
I like Adam Cole. I like Adam Cole. I just don't want. It just doesn't fit. Like the whole Bronson and Adam, it just feels just mishmashed.
Okay, so like I said, the shuffling the deck. I think there needs to be more emphasis on Dexter Lumis and that whole storyline. Not to mention, there needs to be some serious characterization with who he fights.
That's actually going forward. They're going to push the indie story
With what's his name?
Johnny.
Is it going to be Johnny and Dexter?
Yep.
I thought it was going to be Austin.
No, he left. He walked out.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. The other story. What was the other story going on in there? Of course, Cameron Grimes is killing. I think that's main
They
event.
had 3 segments, dude.
That's main event storyline. Anybody
How
else?
long do you want me to wash your balls?
Yeah.
Did anybody see that leading to them being a tag team?
Oh,
Yes.
dude, I swear
That
to
is
God, I just
hilarious.
told Kimmy that.
I was thinking that as well.
I mean,
God.
I seen it this week, but I didn't see it before this week.
I
I
thought
it was going to lead to him turning on him.
No, I think that their dynamic together, they could definitely be a tag team. I don't know how
But
they could work it.
Again, 2 people that could be prominent solo programs in a goddamn tag team.
Well, I mean, it is the WWE format to put them in a tag team to turn them against each other, so then they can have an individuals match. Blah blah blah.
But
blah, blah,
they're
blah.
doing
$1
it
million
backwards.
title.
Though. They
Yeah.
did it backwards because they started fighting, and then they're doing like the Sheamus and Cesaro.
No, take it back further
But they
than
did
that.
the same thing with Thatcher and Ciampa.
Take it further than that.
Oh.
Ooh. Come on. Want to go further? Matt Hardy and MVP, United States Championship. They became the tag team champions. Remember that?
Yeah, they've done that a lot.
They've done that a lot.
Too many
WWE,
times.
remember, rinse, dry, repeat.
Yeah, that's what they do, man. And
Because
NXT hasn't been that way, but it feels like more recently, it's just been.
But you got to remember, sometimes those classic storylines are good to insert wrestlers into to build up the characterization. You could have put these guys in any storyline; they're gonna shine because they are great. I mean, I'm more big on Grimes than Knight, but Knight's working through it. You know what I mean?
He's perfect, dude. Both of them are fitting perfectly in this role, dude.
Yeah, I like it.
Like they both have great chemistry with each other.
It's
like,
entertaining.
Totally.
oh man, super entertaining. Like, and this is where pro wrestling gets it right. Is this kind of shit right here? We don't need 25, 30-minute fucking segments to open the show. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell me everything from backstage or on the ramp or stay out of the fucking ring, man. You know, we don't need in-ring segments.
All that from the segments from afar, I like that.
Yeah.
You know, and plus it adds a different element because it gives you that. Remember, this is still sports entertainment.
Right.
There's got to be an entertainment factor in some aspect of whatever segment you're doing.
I like them just like hanging out, playing golf versus some weird other backstory. You know what I mean?
Hey, it was better than that Viking Raiders Street Profits thing because that thing got a little ridiculous. Some of it was funny.
Yeah, some of it was funny.
Some of it was funny. I get it.
No, I wasn't as sour on it as some people.
But it definitely had some killer. Like, oh, what are you doing?
It was very cartoony for sure.
It was hit or
Well,
miss.
I mean, they were like competing against each other, but becoming buddies at the same time.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what happens.
Yeah,
They were the
they
Viking
kind of earned each
prophets.
other's respect.
Yeah,
So the
they
VPs
tagged up for a little bit there and some
Yeah.
8-man.
But
tags.
the underlying comedy of that was every time. What is it, Ivar, the big one? They always tell him
Yeah,
like he's the cute one.
He's the ladies' man.
He's the ladies' man.
See, and that was a great aspect. You know, like I said, like it had its moments of entertainment, just like this storyline does. But this storyline has been very entertaining. You know, it's really haven't had too many. The beginning was kind of slow, especially with the $1 Million Man there. But I think now that we've gotten into their story, in a sense, he's the butler now. Because
Well, I mean, the $1 Million Man did show up in their little.
Yeah.
He like rolled up in a fucking golf cart.
yeah,
His own golf.
his own golf cart.
What
But
are you doing out here?
Probably Vince's actually, but
yeah, it probably
Oh,
was.
well. I mean, he's $1 Million Man.
yeah, he's $1 Million Man.
Ha 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 ha. That was horrible.
He's got $1 million, which means he's broke.
He's got a pair of pants that always gives him $1 million. That's
You
what's
have
going
1
on there.
million? One? That's okay.
Yeah, the million. Yeah, you're right. It's not the $1 million man.
Yeah.
It's the $1 million man. He's just a. And here's the deal: is it cash or is it?
It's credit.
However it is, he's got it.
He started out old school with that club card.
Ooh, diamond. That you ever seen that? The diamond card is like, who has that?
Probably like Jay-Z.
Well, no, Diners is Diners Club, right? Is that what it's
Oh,
called?
Diner. I think he said Diamond.
I did.
Oh,
I had to correct myself.
Oh.
This is not sexy guy moment. Okay, this is not a sexy guy moment.
Getting back on track.
Yeah.
I will say the women's tag team. I do like how Casey matches.
Oh,
They definitely do look like a tag team.
What is
Casey and
it-
Carter.
what-
Casey
Carter.
Catanzaro and Carter.
Casey-
What's her name? Her first name.
Candace, Samsonite. I don't know. I forgot.
Casey Constanzaro and Caden.
Caden Carter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
yeah, we
Cam.
definitely
Fucking
said that in
coming
tandem.
through. Anyway, I do like how their gear matches and shit.
And Dakota turning on Raquel. That's gonna be a good match.
Well,
Finally
we
got
saw
I
it
remember seeing
coming.
that now.
We saw it
Yeah,
coming.
and when she started her promo, I was like,
Oh.
she's definitely, she's talking a little too much about herself right here. And
So-
then here it comes, bang.
So what happens with that? Can we explore that? Can we give that 2 minutes? Can we put 2 minutes on the clock for Dakota and Raquel?
Well, they've been talking about adding more female factions to NXT. So that's, I think now we've seen Mandy. She's kind of been peeking around, trying to like, and then we just seen her with fucking Gigi Dolan and this other chick that they have.
Yeah, I don't know her name.
Damn it, Jessie Jane maybe. Anyway,
And Frankie too, with her little.
Yeah, you're going
Yeah.
down the rabbit hole with them. It's like
I got it written down.
we're going to the bottom of the Divas division here, or excuse me,
But no,
Women's
but it's-
Superstar division.
But they're just trying to spotlight and just, they're just trying to get more eyes on more talent at this point,
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
and that's good for the fact of them being more inclusive. I mean, hey, you got talent there. Let's start getting some people up and
Yeah.
running. Like, I'm thinking overall that at the end of the day, if you're gonna have a women's tag division, first of all, like Kimmy said, let's have some tag teams that match. Let's have some real stuff going on here. You know, I get Sasha and Bailey back in the day, how they started the revolution of the women's tag. Just
match.
Yeah, you've got a match. So that's the beginning of a tag team.
Devil's Advocate, like the
Go
New
for it.
Age Outlaws never matched once.
But that's they did match. It's called chemistry.
Well, they were in the
Yeah, I mean-
DX. I mean, they were DX shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were
Like,
members. Well, when they first started, they weren't. They were
there's
bad.
They were
always
rockabilly.
anomalies, man. There's always
It was rockabilly. It's so funny. It was.
They were rockabilly.
So we got the
Joe
I
and
mean,
Cross
Joe and
kept
Cross is-
thickening. I mean, Joe started the show with the whole, I got the three things here. He's like, first, here's my resignation, and then, oh, by the way, I need you to reinstate me, and then, oh, by the way,
I want to match.
I need the fucking title match at TakeOver against Cross.
Yeah.
I like this
Yeah.
dude. I love the story. I mean, but I
It's-
love Joe too. I mean, everything Joe does turns to gold, man.
Yeah.
So
But then like to like kind of close the NXT, like along with like the same wash, repent, reprint, booking, you're getting Cole and O'Reilly again. The same way we got Gargano and Ciampa over and over again.
And it worked. So
where else do you put them though right now?
Exactly, bro.
Because Adam Cole does not fit in the world title picture right now.
It's too convoluted right now. It's in chaos.
But I think that's who's going to be Joe's next opponent.
Oh yeah, well see,
they've already kind of planted seeds towards that too.
But that's because Karrion has to go to Raw.
They're gonna pluck him. Yep.
Yeah.
They take him so fucking early now, I feel.
No. They give you the chip and then they take you. They got to give you the chip first.
Well, no.
Yes.
Some
Unless you're like Gargano.
Some did not
graduation.
Get the title.
I don't think nobody got caught up faster way earlier than Elias. Elias was not ready.
Yeah, he got pulled up. Yeah, his gimmick was too big for NXT.
Well, I mean...
Or him and No Way Jose.
Oh.
Way Jose.
No way. I can't believe
that was one
of
the
worst. He's on Impact, man.
He
debuted on Impact.
Okay, great for him. Congratulations.
All right, well, now the AEW,
I was gonna say I don't have anything else for NXT unless you guys they're doing the breakout star tournament, which
yeah.
Meh. So, all right, AEW, fight for the fallen.
I'm gonna keep my comments until when you already know. So go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh. Well, can we talk about all the matching gear for the teams for Hangman? And
that was awesome.
Dude.
I was so stoked on that. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was awesome.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the Elite a little bit better with
Cowboy.
I was all on the Elite. Yeah.
Dude, I loved though that they all came out all as big groups. You know what I mean? That kind of was like.
And the entrances had its own.
They were doing the Toon Squad.
They did the Toon Squad.
Yeah, that shit
totally
was funny
topical.
as hell. Yeah.
Both of the entrance videos were great.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
With the shadow with the cowboy hat for everyone.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Cam, and I think you're right, dude. There's really not too many people, if any, that get the pop that Hangman's getting right now.
He's on a different level of over. It's authentic. It's not forced.
Yeah.
He hasn't changed. He's literally authentically DB and Kofi type gotten over.
I think he's going to end up being their Hogan. I think he's got the potential to be AEW's top babyface, dude. He's going to be the most over dude they got.
See, but
who else though?
Only person that could probably chase this thunder would be Sammy.
No,
bro. Sammy's great in the ring, but Sammy don't have the. First off, Sammy's too small. I don't think Sammy's the top guy.
No,
I think Sammy's like TNT top guy. He can run that level and stay in that lane for a long time.
I mean, he can always evolve.
Razor.
He can always evolve.
Yeah,
he's the new Razor Ramon.
And that's no hate on Sammy, but bro, Hangman, you look at Hangman, man, and you talk about full package. He has all of it. Good looking dude, character development, can cut the hell out of a promo, has the crowd. It's real, it's authentic. And then you've literally seen how much he's developed, even his gear. But
you could say the same thing about Cody. I'm sorry to interrupt, but you could say the same thing about Cody Rhodes, bro.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, I don't agree.
With Cody being
Cody's lost
Cody being
quite
the
a few
top
times,
guy,
though.
But I'm saying being their Hogan, being their staple, Cody could.
He can't even be AEW champion.
They haven't even really established. They haven't really established the top babyface yet. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's about. Yeah, I think it's about almost Cam saying it's naturally developing to be that way.
Yeah,
it's not, dude. I mean, yes, Cody's over, but dude, not like that.
Cody's definitely top guy for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm
100%.
Not saying he's not in the. Yeah, but
he's not their Hogan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Cody is their Triple H. Cody is their Triple H.
The brainchild.
The office guy.
Well, that means he's the best. That means he's the best in the world.
He'll elevate everybody. He'll put motherfuckers over at the pay-per-view. Yeah. He'll get a win sprinkled in here and there.
Yeah.
He don't need to have the belt.
He don't need it, no.
He's their Triple H.
Yeah, he can tell a story no matter what it is. He's going to get it over regardless of what the story is.
Right. Dusty's son. Who knew?
It's great, dude. Baby. God, it is great if you think about it.
It's crazy, right? I mean, because the first time we got introduced to Cody was at the Hall of Fame. You remember that when Cody spoke?
Yeah.
And you're like, who is this guy? He just, you felt the real emotion with him. but just his vernacular and the way he expressed his words, you just caught on everything.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, he would do a great promo.
Here we are,
Here
almost
we are,
20
almost
years
20
later.
years later, and it was like, wow.
Yep.
But yeah, that match, the opening match, man, I thought it was good.
It was
Obviously,
great. It was really good.
If I had one nitpick, like, bro, like, just they almost put Hangman in like a uncomfortable spot in the sense, like, they almost made him a little bit too strong. Like he was kicking out of everything.
He kicked out of like a double power bomb off the top rope, 360 Xbox splash. It was like
he kicked out of the triple super kick. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
When you're a little too
Like-
drunk and upset, I mean, sometimes,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
hold my beer.
Yeah.
Well, in his case, hold my liquor.
Ooh,
He did.
he was that. He would have that mean in the bar vibe going.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. He's just like,
He was-
until,
Yeah,
until
so I mean,
Kenny
I
put him
thought it
down.
was good,
and
and it didn't hurt him losing.
Yeah.
No, he's kind of in that realm where, yeah, it's not going to
It
matter.
was a 10-man
so much.
tag, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
of
Like,
course.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it was
Took the
3
whole
against 1
team,
at the
right,
end.
It took the whole team.
And they still had to cheat.
Oh.
and I say this too, man. Like I'm like you, Mike. Like Kenny's really like growing on me right now.
Yeah, dude.
Like Kenny's doing some good shit, man. And I'm kind of jealous. They was all wearing them damn Jordan 11s. God, them things were beautiful.
They were phenomenal, bro.
They're out there just wrestling.
Bro.
And
they're
scuffing
wrestling
them all
in
the
them.
fuck up.
Yes,
And they're
in
wrestling in
$180 J's. I'm like,
Can't
in the
hide behind.
Space Jams. I'm like them are the Space Jam J's that like nobody can find, and they just rocking them shit.
Rocking them.
They probably
I
just had them custom made.
On a
dude.
side note, I do love Machine Gun. How he was 2012.
Scott Hall in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cried when I saw that. I'm like, you know what? Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out Machine Gun. I'll call you Machine Gun from now on because you earned that.
Outside of that, for me personally, I wrote down that Santana Ortiz and FTR had a really fucking good match.
Except for that little blunder at the end.
Yeah, but I mean, take that
It
away.
was an
I
accident.
mean,
Like it was a legit
Yeah.
accident.
So
Yeah.
did you read what happened? Did you know what happened? How he did that?
They sliced. Yeah,
He hit
in
the
between the
top of the
turnbuckle and
turnbuckle. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, his arm got caught up in there, which is nasty because I've seen some people lose some meat.
Yeah, it's just a turnbuckle. I mean,
Well, no, it's
You
it's
know.
the pole
Right.
where the two screws are about to touch.
that's what
If
that
you get
is.
stuck in
It's
the
the turnbuckle.
right, if you get stuck in that underneath the,
The turnbuckle has a cushion on top of it.
no, not there.
Yeah, it's the bar that two
the
things
two-
that you got to
that connects the turnbuckle.
The turnbuckle.
Yes, I see what you're saying now. The turn. Because we're so used to hearing turnbuckle and thinking it's that little hook part at the end. No,
Yeah, the
that's
turnbuckle's
just-
like the entire
it's the
assembly.
entire
Yeah.
How do you connect it? You turn the
My son, you're
buckle.
like, right.
the buckle.
You
Yep.
turn the buckle.
But yeah, it was a good match. They
Love
had
it.
obviously had to call an audible, so I think we'll probably see it again. Which I'm not gonna complain.
No, man,
Sign
they
me
can,
up
they
for
can
that.
They were
wrestle
trying to kill each other. It was great. It was.
Yeah.
It reminded me almost Edge and Christian Hardy's. It
Yeah,
took me there.
They're just trying to get over.
They're
it.
trying
Yeah.
to get over it. It
And
took
that's
me
the
there.
best thing about AEW right now.
Yeah,
Is
they're letting
they're just letting them go get over, kid. If you can get over, fucking great. That benefits
more money for
everybody.
everybody. Yeah.
Right.
Like that was gonna be my next stop. Like speaking of over, like Thunder Rosa's over like Rover.
Yeah,
like
dude.
she
Yeah.
gets. I mean, obviously, like it comes from the match with her and Britt, but damn, I'm like her pop.
She's
kinda
got
caught
an
me off
underground
guard.
swelling too, though, man.
Yeah, that's
super hard.
Yeah, NWA? I think that the NWA show she was featured on.
She was the champion for a long ass time.
Yeah.
She lost it to the other girl. What's that other girl's name? Who's the champ of the?
Oh my God, the big blonde chick.
She only got one name. I know who you're talking about.
She's the current NWA
I
champion.
cannot believe I don't remember her name, dude.
Wow, sorry, you. We're sorry. But you,
Camille.
Sorry, Camille.
There we go.
Sorry, Camille. We were sorry we couldn't remember you, Camille.
It's NWA, man. It's hard to keep up with NWA
Yeah.
too, man.
Oh, Magnus been the champ for over 1,000 days. That's crazy.
That's what longest reigning current.
That's
Of our
nuts.
generation.
for a while. Yeah,
But, I mean, do we still count the relevancy of the NWA
you
championship?
have to, right? It's breathing. It's
It has-
still alive.
it's breathing.
Yeah, it's still going, dude.
It's got a pulse.
Their whole and it's holding true with all. I mean, they reference all the old champs.
Does this still hold weight? Does it still hold relevancy?
Have you watched any of their YouTube shows?
No.
You should check them out. It's just like the old studio
Yeah, it's
wrestling from like
old
back
So
in the
just
day.
out of curiosity, how many people here have actually watched the NWA Championship shows? Raise your hand.
on the YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
2.
Me.
So 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
How many will probably watch it after this is over? Just check it out.
I might check it out.
I'm gonna check it out because it's
Probably
actually been a
check
little
it
while
out. Yeah,
since I've
probably
watched it.
I ain't gonna lie, probably check
As
it
soon
I'm
as
gonna check
COVID
it out.
happened, I stopped
check it out 'cause
watching.
my boy James Storm's over there. You know what I'm saying?
So I have no idea who's on. I mean, I do have an idea of some of the people who are on there, but I have no idea of storylines, who's been with who. I know Magnus was a champ. We just described who the women's champ is. I have no idea tag teams, none of that shit. So I'm gonna check it out cold.
Velvet
Yeah,
Sky is on commentary.
Are you serious? I will officially watch that show forever. I am in love with Velvet Sky. Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Yeah, she's on commentary.
I don't care.
Her and Tim Storm.
Does she release
and-
the pigeons?
I was gonna say Tim Storm's pretty good too.
No, she doesn't release the pigeons.
No more pigeons.
No.
That flock is gone, huh?
Yep.
They died.
They.
But to finish off AEW, if you would have told me in 2010 that in 2021 I'd be seeing Matt Hardy and Christian feud on my TV, I
Yeah.
told you he was drunk.
Hey man,
Why?
they keep referencing him as Christian. That is, the commentary is referencing where he's at, like ranking wise. They're like, oh, he's number 3. He's number 3. Like a championship match is imminent, pretty much. You know what I mean?
So him and
they're-
Kenny?
They're kind of planting seeds for They're kind of planting
Yeah.
seeds for that, which is cool. I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with Christian giving an L. It's nice.
So
And then
who the fuck's gonna?
then there was the main event.
Well, hang on
What?
before you get there, Cam. So I know you were talking about they're possibly not going to have Hangman in the main event of All Out, right?
Mhm.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I know we can segue into that, but how long do you think that they keep the belt off of Hangman before finally they just let it loose? Because
I think
eventually they're
waiting
going
to
to have
their
to
big
do
show.
it.
They
It's
got to do
gonna-
their big. They got
That's
to do
why-
their big show.
That's my frustration now because like they boost up every pay-per-view as a big show. Like they don't act like one's bigger than the other one. So I feel like
That
he's
is true.
so hot, man. Like in the crowd.
I thought
wants
Double or
him
Nothing
so
is
bad.
their thing, or All In, or
Every show
I mean,
that they
have
do, they try to top
Revolution,
everyone.
bro. Like they just try to top all of them. So I just feel like I don't know. I mean, I understand it, I guess, with the rumors of people coming in, but still, like he's so just.
so. I mean, yeah,
Naturally
if
over.
you give your belt some legitimacy of putting it on a CM Punk or on a Daniel Bryan in the transition of getting
Bryan
your
Danielson, sir.
Bryan
But-
Danielson. Sorry. If you if you put the belts on people like that, look at the history of the AEW title. You've had Chris Jericho, John
Right.
Moxley, and
Right.
Kenny Omega so far.
That's
right?
it. Yep.
So if Daniel,
But
okay, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, if you bring them in and they go into the title picture, that contradicts what the whole premises of what the company is built on. You earn your title shot. You earn your way to the top. You earn everything.
Yeah,
here.
wins
That's
and
gonna
losses
give it to
counts.
you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
wins and losses are supposed to count, right?
Records count.
And so,
And there's no saying that they don't do that. I mean, there's no saying that, maybe it's Christian. Maybe they put Christian in that role. I mean, like I said,
but I'm saying
they've been planting
if
the
you
seeds
taking
hard.
Hangman out, and the rumors are, it might be Bryan Danielson or CM Punk, and one of them go into that title match in September, like, don't that kind of contradict everything that the whole premise of what is?
You're skipping the line. You're cutting the whole line because of your name.
Listen,
Right.
I like the idea of everyone on your roster is a big name, whether you have a title or not. So everyone should be entertaining. You know what I
Well-
mean? So they don't need to have that title role, in my opinion, to have great matches and great storylines. You know what I mean? It can be something completely fucking different.
Well, they try to do. They're doing like so they say, a more sports based like product where they're counting like rankings and
Yeah.
they're going to count your wins losses and that all determines where you're at in the rankings. So
Right. So that's what I'm saying,
You
though.
know.
I can be entertained by them sidestep over here on this other storyline without them having to be in the title role right now. You know
but
what I mean?
also in like
Right.
MMA and in boxing, sometimes number 3 jumps number 2 and gets the title match
And wins.
and fucking wins. Like it happens in MMA all the time. You know what I mean? So sometimes that shit happens where maybe number 2 just gets
It
kind of
gets
fucking
lost in the shuffle.
Yeah. Maybe
But
maybe
that's
they're not a
one
big
thing,
enough
but-
name. Who knows?
That's
Right.
one thing, but like coming in off the street and not being on the chart at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
I
it's
agree.
CM Punk, bro, and it's
So?
2 Hall of Fame level talents are coming in that can still
Yeah, that's just
can
like
still
Hogan
go.
coming into WCW.
It's
Hogan
the
didn't
same.
earn
It's the same.
a
yeah.
title shot, but it's Hulk Hogan.
He's a top guy, dude.
It's
yeah.
Hulk Hogan. It's Ric
I
Flair.
hear where
It's-
Cam's coming from though,
Oh
because
no, I under yeah.
Yeah. I
Bro,
for
we
sure
haven't
agree
seen
with
CM
that.
Punk in 8 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel CM Punk may need to earn a little street cred back. Brian Danielson though, hell, fuck no.
Yeah, he can
He
step
He can
into
step
a,
into any
title shot. now.
shot anytime, any way, shape, or form.
that's
any
that's like
federation.
Michael Phelps being
I'm
like,
just
yeah, I've
saying-
done this before. I'm in the Olympics, right?
Right,
Like
right.
I don't have to qualify, right?
Well, he probably don't. I mean, he got
No,
like
but you
20
do,
But
though.
you do,
Yeah,
yeah.
But
yeah.
you do though. So he's not just going to be like, oh,
But
I've been out, but
let me
now
ask you
just
a-
now
let me
I'm
ask
just
you-
in the Olympics.
Let me
It's
ask
like,
you
it
a
doesn't work that way.
question, Kimmy. What the likelihood of him
Jesus, Ratchet.
qualifying is pretty high, though.
Well, I mean, I don't know what kind of shape he's in. I have no idea. Is he
He's
in the Olympics?
definitely doing commentary for the Olympics.
Oh,
So
yeah, he's got a big old beard. It's great. I love it.
Dude, people.
I mean,
No,
not
I
that-
know. I'm being a technical asshole over here. Like I don't know what kind
I
of
love
physical condition he's in. I don't know. Is he?
he probably smokes way more weed now.
Oh, he probably can't swim to
100%.
save his life right now. That motherfucker's like, no. He's like Thor in Endgame.
Bro, imagine this motherfucker was whipping everybody's ass in a swimming pool. Everybody's ass. And all he did was smoke weed for a living. Like, come on, bro.
Motherfucker's
Dude,
a
even-
fish.
He wasn't smoking.
Even
He is-
Usain Bolt, dude, he's same thing. He's a fucking pot smoking motherfucker, and he's the fastest man on land.
Yeah.
And Michael Phelps is the fastest man in the water.
Michael Phelps is
I see
fucking
the trend here.
Aquaman. That
Anyway.
motherfucker's really Aquaman. Like,
Legit. I
Usain
talk to
Bolt's the
fish.
Flash.
You know, but leading in, what about Jericho and Nick? Ain't it Nick Gage? Nick Gage.
Nick Gage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Nick Bean.
AJ had a little bit to say about this in pre-tape.
I felt
So now that we have finally reached the Nick, hold on, let me make sure I got my glasses on. Long adjustment, I had to clean them and shit. So Cam brings up the Nick Gage, Jericho Deathmatch,
Painmaker Jericho.
Painmaker Jericho.
Playmaker, yeah.
So, of course, we all know Nick Gage is a piece of shit. We had a interesting group text this week about a wrestler we can beat up. Who do we think we can whip ass?
Who we think we can beat up?
I think two answers were definitely pretty cool. Former wrestler Kimmy picked a former wrestler by the name of AJ Mitchell, and I agree. She can probably whip the Cowboy's ass. The Cowboy would just dance around and say, "Get her done," and she would definitely get it done. But AJ definitely thinks he can take Nick Gage. Fuck Nick Gage. Okay. Fuck anybody. Who
And
thinks
as
they
Cam
can
said, he will fucking actually kill you, though.
But see, here's the deal. Yeah, let's go. You haven't seen
AJ's
Nico.
ready to die.
Yeah,
apparently.
I'm ready to kill him on the way out.
Oh,
Jesus.
Anyway,
Murderers.
so no, Nick Gage is a piece of shit, and the fact that they had a death match on AEW television is an abomination to professional wrestling. That motherfucker does not need to be televised. You think New Jack was bad?
that's why they did. It's controversy though.
It's-
And as
it's-
Eric Bischoff
there's a
likes to say,
difference.
controversy is cash.
But there's a difference between controversy and stupidity. That was stupid. There was nothing. There
they're
was nothing.
They're capitalizing on the
On what?
dark side of the
Are they going to
ring.
keep him on the roster
No,
now, or
that
is
was
it like
one
a,
and done.
Yeah, there's no way they keep.
That was
him,
a
right?
one and done.
You
I
think?
hope not.
That was a one and done. So many sponsors called and
Yeah,
said
you-
that we
yeah, it
were
was
going to
definitely one and
pull.
done.
They were going to lose money because of this shit.
Yeah.
Dude, you have to realize. I understand you say controversy creates cash, but there's something in business called constructive controversy that you create. You create a controversial moment that you can control. Nick Gage is so far out the box that bringing him into something is a cancer. They gave themselves a disease for a night.
Dude, and coming off that dark side of the ring, to be honest, yeah, it just puts a really bad taste in your mouth.
Bad taste.
It just because it's like it's basically he's basically New Jack. I mean, if this was 10 years ago, this spot would have been New Jack.
And here's a difference between that. We now know the seriousness of what you can do, and you could potentially hurt somebody. There could be some consequences.
Die, dude. Yeah.
We love this sport because we're able to look at these athletes as, wow, you're doing some really cool, amazing things. You're entertaining me while you're doing it, and it's productivity happening in there.
Yeah.
What Nick Gage represents is laziness. That's lazy wrestling, in my
It's
opinion.
just it's like
It's unnecessary.
It's just shock value, and
it's not even minor league.
That's
you know?
beyond
Yeah.
like hardcore. I mean,
Right,
hardcore's, you know,
There's a market for it, but
Right. Mick was hardcore. Mick getting thrown off the Hell in a Cell. Mick getting put through the Hell in a Cell. Mick doing the thumbtacks. Mick doing the crazy chair shot.
this is basically just that.
That was
That's
that
what
was
this
an
is.
art that was brought to reality. What
Right.
Nick Gage does
He
is
took it up another level.
stupidity for real.
he's careless.
He's reckless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reckless, careless, and it's not. Now, get it. I get it. I feel like the pizza cutter 100% were gimmick. There's no way that he's going to be able to take liberties with Jericho to that extent
would
without
hope
Chris
not.
not being cool with that.
he would be in a lawsuit.
Well, no, he wouldn't make it out the building.
I would think
Because-
No, yeah,
Jericho
Chris
would
would have
have
beat his ass.
Chris
bro.
would
That's
have
the same
beat
man
his
that stepped
ass.
to Brock Lesnar and Goldberg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Chris
Chris
is
would
out
have
of
beat
his
his ass.
mind.
Yeah, Nick would have lost his life if he would have took liberties with Chris Jericho.
Yeah, I don't see Jericho going, okay, you can cut me with this pizza cutter and you can cut me, But then again, like I said, at the end of the match, dude, I mean, he was stabbing him in his fucking forehead with the light tube, and I mean, you can't gimmick a fucking broken light tube, you know what I mean? And he was fucking jabbing him, dude. So, they're microscopic cuts, you know what I mean? Jericho was bloody as fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
see, and nobody needs to see that. Nobody, that's unnecessary.
There's a market,
market
though,
for it, but
I bet
is
it got a huge rating. I'm curious to see. Hey, Cam.
Cam.
The fourth highest rated AEW show of all time.
Damn. What was it?
It was over one.
Over
Like
a million?
1.1 almost.
Okay.
Let me throw a thought your way.
Okay.
Do you think they should save that kind of thing for pay-per-views?
Yes. Here's the deal.
You know what I mean?
With that being on a pay-per-view, I still wouldn't have been as excited to purchase that. However, granted that it's not the focal point of the pay-per-view,
Yeah.
depending on if it was Hangman and Kenny.
AEW's undercard is going to carry
Right.
most shows anyway.
Right.
Well, because if you're talking about, the live television aspect of it or whatever, when the weekly show, you don't want necessarily your whole audience seeing that. But if you're going to buy a pay-per-view, then that's the people choosing then to,
Right.
I want this product. You know what I'm saying?
As I told Mike, I was texting Mike as I was watching that, and my baby girl, she likes wrestling, and she thought, I'm like, no, you can't watch this. And sure enough, she comes out while, when the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's your blood, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
pretty
but
much-
on the flip side, I grew up watching shit just like that with fucking Austin
Yeah, ECW.
bleeding like a pig. You know
See,
what I mean?
but that was art.
That
That was art.
Right. Well, yeah, because
Well,
it's not.
oh,
it's
yeah.
not
that
a
wasn't
death match.
caused by a weapon.
No,
technically.
no, I'm just saying as far as the blood aspect, right? The violence.
Oh, right. See,
part
I
of
wasn't, and that's not so much of what the problem was, because we've watched matches together, and I'm like, oh, they're bleeding, and Carl's like, oh, no, they're bleeding. She didn't literally watch a man get, like, pizza cut to the fuck, like, she's like, that's a household appliance, like
that's what we used to cut.
that's
our
what we
pizza.
used to cut the pizza, and, it's just horrible, and I think
I will say, I told Mike this. I'm like, how can Domino's be like, oh, you used a pizza cutter? I'm
Yeah,
pulling
that's
my
some
sponsorship.
bullshit.
It's like, oh, you used a fork. Any restaurant
Yeah.
ever is never
and
going to
here's the
sponsor
funny
you
part.
again. Like, it's
Last week,
they didn't do that purposefully, being like, this is a Domino's pizza cutter. Like, you know what I mean? It's just bizarre. to
and
me.
Domino's doesn't even use pizza cutters like that. They use the big ass blade thing. Have you ever seen that big ass
let's
blade?
not bring that in the match. No, thank
Yeah,
you.
don't bring no. It's a fucking from the
Cut
paper
some
cutter.
goddamn arm off.
It's one of those damn things. But the week before that, didn't Moxley fight Archer for the title?
Yeah,
and
and he
didn't he
was-
fork him to death?
Yes.
Yeah, he stabbed him with
and
a
they
fork.
and they showed an Olive Garden commercial in the middle of that.
Yeah, Olive Garden's
So
like,
Olive
we use
Garden's
forks
like,
at
oh,
our
we use
restaurant.
so come here because you might be the United States champion, like for IWPG, I guess. I don't know, but at the end of the day, what Nick Gage was just not necessary
Not necessary.
for them.
Yeah.
I know MJF and Jericho's storyline.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's all a part of the
Right,
storyline.
it's really the focal point here with this.
It's they're trying to, MJF is trying to destroy Chris to
Right.
get, obviously he doesn't want him to get through all these matches because he doesn't want to fight Jericho, right? So
yeah,
he's going to put him through everything he can, and you can't lie. Well, I'm not going to say for me. I'll speak for myself. After that match was over, after AEW went off the air, dude, I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, whoa, we just seen something. Like, no matter good or bad, it was like, dude, that was a fucking, I don't know what the fuck. That was a bloodbath. That was, uncomfortable in spots.
Hey, look, we're talking about it, and it's getting relevancy time. We've spent a lot of time on this one particular subject because of the fact of it. And like I said, the controversy is there. The problem I saw with it, Tony Khan, you damn near almost lost money because of one particular person. That should tell you something. You got to use better judgment.
Controversy, bro.
I don't know who told you that was a good idea.
It lit the wrestling world on fire. We'll just say that.
It did, but here, as us, Marks, we're like, yeah. As a corporate sponsor,
I don't want to see him
I don't
anymore.
want to see
Nick
that.
Gage
Yeah,
no more.
one and done.
Like the one and done, because like I was telling you, that was literally the first match I've ever sat down and watched of Nick Gage.
In its entirety?
In its entirety. I've never
So you never seen the Arquette?
Not the whole thing.
Oh,
like I've seen the clips and things. I've seen where he cuts him and shit like that. But I don't have any desire to fucking watch that shit. You know what I mean? That
turned me off. See, that's the first match I ever saw all the way through, and I said no.
Yeah, I've seen matches all
and
the
then
way
I've
through
seen
like
his
that
clips
before.
And I've seen his clips where he died for 13 seconds and crap like that.
Apparently 7 minutes.
Yeah, no,
I mean, it's more torture.
Right, you're hurting yourself.
Or mutilation.
They're jabbing like fucking wooden sticks into your fucking head.
For
like
what? That's not wrestling.
There's a small niche audience.
I mean, I get that ECW showed us that there can be an extreme version of wrestling, and that.
But that's not even ECW.
Right.
Like,
I was gonna say
CZW.
It's like legit deathmatch. Deathmatch shit.
But there's got to be a line on when professional wrestling and sports entertainment don't cross into something where it's like, bro, that y'all know that y'all can die for real right now, and how is that? I mean, don't categorize that as wrestling, because you're not wrestling right now. That's death match, and that should be considered its own genre outside of professional wrestling. Like boxing is in a ring, but boxing and wrestling are different. So MMA and boxing are different. It's all about the presentation, but put the motherfuckers in a steel cage type of deal and let them go, call it a death match, but do not put that in the category.
All the glass that explodes all around.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, dude. There's people in the audience.
That's the only way you can get over it? So you telling me that's the only way you can get over it? That means
the only way Nick Gage can get over it, because dude, watching that match, he was not good, man.
And the last thing I'm gonna say about this, Nick Gage, come at me, bitch. I will break the little tooth until it's littler.
That'd be hilarious if he actually hit you up, slid in your DMs.
At AJ Superman. You can find me at Drewlowski on Facebook and on Instagram. And Drewlowski is spelled the way it sounds, bitch. And for all my fans as well, you can follow me on Drewlowski. I'd love to have you. Carry on.
This is all I'm gonna say. I don't even give a fuck about Nick Gage, like, at all. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm disappointed Jericho did it.
Yeah,
it's below Jericho.
But are you shocked that he did it though? Like, are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. I get it for the storyline, but like, they could have went so many other avenues, like so many other ways to get there instead of a death match. Because like, leading into the next part of the storyline is he goes death match, and now he's going Hoovy 2.
Yeah,
like, you could have positioned that differently. Like, it could have been Hoovy, and then you can go like somebody. It could be Big Show. Like, oh, Big Show, the biggest opponent you ever had. Like, Big Show could have been there, and then like. Then like the ending be like a cage match of some sort, or like a handicap match.
There could have been a story with Big Show too, Jericho, all that shit.
They could have referenced all that shit.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he can, because that's what he's doing. Is he's going back referencing all this. Like, Nick Gage never had no ties to Jericho, so how does
he has never had ties to professional wrestling?
Yeah,
so what he does is not pro wrestling.
Why are we putting him on this pedestal, even giving him this 2 minutes of fame? On top of it, you're putting him in there with literally a top 5
because
all-time person.
because he had that stupid ass. What is it? The Dark Side of Wrestling. He got a little traction with that.
His name is trendy right now.
His name is trendy right now.
And then
Not
Matt
in the good way.
Cardona's.
But yeah, not in a good way, right? Exactly.
Well, because he just had that match with Matt Cardona where he lost the what is it, the Game Changer Wrestling title.
All these wrestlers, and it's because of people like Jericho. I'm sorry, it's because of people like Jericho and Moxley, and everybody else who participated in his stupid ass biography. They gave him some street cred, gave him some street thunder, talked some good shit, just gave him that. And then at the end of the day, guess what happens? Nick fucking Gage gets his name in a position to where now, hey, I get to say, oh shit. I get to say, hey, I got to wrestle Chris Jericho on AEW in the main event. Like, he now gets to take some street cred with him, and guess what?
Yeah.
Now his value has increased.
His booking.
Increased now. His booking
goes up.
fee is now way up. So thank you guys for that. That's pretty much what the gist of this whole thing was. For him to be able to make a living where he don't have to go rob a bank and do drugs and all that other shit. So kudos to AEW
He's definitely
for
gonna
that.
still do some drugs.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna. Yeah, kudos to AEW for at least trying to help out a fellow quote unquote, and I'm using big time quote unquote wrestler. You know what I mean? Because guess what? I don't think Nick Gage is gonna be here the next 10 years.
Hell no.
If he is, he ain't gonna be able to walk.
Yeah, he's not gonna be. He's gonna be done, bro. He's gonna be done, and he only did it to himself. And you know what? Fuck it, bro.
Also, that's Joey Janela's boy too. So, like, that was a big key, like, part of
And
it
Moxley.
also.
And Moxley.
And Moxley and Jericho, like I said, narrated his shit. So, he was all up in the. I bet you Tony Khan was probably like, nope. But
No,
they
Thank you,
Khan,
Vince McMahon,
definitely.
for never letting us have to suffer no bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Tony Khan, I'm sure, was like,
Vince would have never. Vince would have even have touched this with a 40,000.
Vince would be like, who? What?
Yeah, I was about to say, Vince would have been like, oh, good God,
Good
that's
God.
awful.
Yeah. He's like, this is not good shit.
That's crass.
This is not good shit.
All right, we're spending way too much time on Nick Gage.
Yeah, fuck you, Nick Gage. And I'm sorry that I even said your fucking name, you bitch.
AEW as overall, man, it was another solid weekly show, man.
Really damn
but
good show
obviously,
from top
like,
to bottom.
I look forward to Hangman every week. So as long as Hangman's the man, I'm gonna be there.
Amen,
right.
brother.
Well, since we completely glossed over this shit last week, CM Punk and Bryan Danielson, the rumors are for sure that they're pretty much already signed. Pretty much the deal is done. We just need to wait to get them. And now they just announced the show, the Rampage show in Chicago. I don't remember what the date, August 20th maybe?
August 20th. And
Yeah.
you had all kind of CM Punk little tidbits in the show.
Yeah. The
Multiple
fans were
times.
chanting it, dude. Like, so it's almost like
Yeah.
he's almost like a guarantee at this point for Chicago, which would be fucking crazy, dude. The reaction is gonna be insane, dude. He can come out with Living Color. I mean, that's their song.
Yeah.
I mean, so he can still come out with the same fucking music, dude. Oh man, will he change it? Probably, because that's Punk likes to change his
No,
shit.
I don't
'Cause
think so.
he's gonna have new
Because
gear. He'll have all.
I
that
think
shit.
he's going to come out with cult of personality all day.
Dude, if he did, that would be fucking great.
Tony Khan's got the money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be called personality because they followed AEW's Twitter account. The band did.
Let's go. So it's pretty much it's pretty much happening. That's great, dude.
Yeah, I'm
and then
stoked.
same thing with Bryan Danielson. He can come out with that music too, because that's fucking pretty much not public domain, but pretty close. Whatever the name of that song is that he comes out to.
Superman might
Oh, yeah. There's a version of that song, but not the one that WWE had.
No, yeah, not that one. But he can come out to the one like the OG, basically. You know what I mean?
I don't think he'd do that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, he's already been
that
associated with that his
cease and
whole
desist.
career.
You find that American Dragon music that he used to have in the Indies? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm curious to see what he'll be packaged like. You know what I mean?
You come out with him, he'd be a cult of personality. That's what they call themselves, the cult of personality.
So y'all would really be y'all wouldn't like the fact if Punk stepped in and went right to the main, like, and if not main, like, I mean, what if what if he's fighting with Hangman? What if they put him in a row with Hangman?
That's cool.
Like it'd be like another like hurdle for Hangman to get over.
That'd be great.
And then
Do you think that would kill Hangman?
Hangman would legitimately be the one wrestler to say, "Hey, I beat everybody."
Yeah. Okay, would Sting be a better comparison then? For Hangman?
Okay, yes. I can see that.
Hypothetically,
Hogan
though,
is
who would
just
win?
Hogan's just too big. I mean, you would have to put like Warlow in Hogan's status because you would have to have that complete. And I'm not saying Warlow is anywhere near.
Yeah.
I do think. I mean, obviously, like they're household names, right? They're
Who's that?
nationwide stars.
Daniel
Brian Danielson and CM Punk. So
Oh yeah.
obviously, like it's gonna be a huge like shot in the arm.
That's like Conor McGregor coming into the WWE. You don't think he's not going to get a world title shot if that's what they want? Look at Ronda. Ronda never wrestled a day in her life. She was already WWE champion.
Well, I'm not even like talking about the title shot aspect of it. I'm not even talking about their booking. I'm just talking about the addition of them as a whole to the company and how much, like, obviously, like, so we keep saying like it's competition, it's a war, but like they're not going head to head. It's not the same night, so. You get like even Rampage isn't going head to head with SmackDown, so
Yeah.
That's
it can
more
be. It
wrestling
should honest and
too.
truthfully like the fans of the winner, man. Like it's just more wrestling, more like we're getting two great talents that need to be on TV that are great at their career and profession, and we're the benefits of it, and we just get the benefit from it more.
And that's the
So-
nice part about it too. I agree.
Yeah, the fans are the winner. Like we don't have to flip back and forth and make a decision on which one we want to watch. Like. Hey, we get to enjoy every superstar out there right now.
I would have loved to have seen Rampage go against Monday Night Raw.
When's that on again? Saturday?
It's on Friday nights at 10
Friday.
p.m. Eastern.
Friday.
The first episode's the 13th.
Yeah.
In Chicago. With
No,
the
that's second episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the first episode
20th is the
is
second
that the
one.
one that's in Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York?
Maybe. I was going to say because
Because I know one is in Arthur Ashe Stadium, and that's the one that Brian Danielson was supposed to be coming back.
But it might be in jeopardy because of COVID.
Oh, because New York is
It's making a comeback.
Well, yeah, down where you're at, New York is actually doing pretty well. Whole Northeast is doing pretty
No,
well.
it's spiking there too.
Dude, the
They're
only
putting like
thing,
protocols back in place.
Yeah, we got to wear masks again at work now.
Yeah, we gotta. They announced today like the kids got to wear them to school again.
Yep.
Ugh.
Man, yep.
that sucks. Glad I graduated
But-
forever ago.
Yeah, same.
But that's all I got on Punk and DB. I think we're just lucky, and I think it's gonna be great.
I think this is a Hogan-esque size transition to AEW. Like I feel
I don't think Punk's gonna be around that much. I think he's gonna have hella limited dates.
No way.
DB's going to be there. I mean, DB is going to be limited too. God damn it.
Yeah, because
BD.
he's going to be in New Japan.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
I don't think DB's as big a draw as
BD.
Punk is.
BD.
BD.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Man, that would suck for him to be on such a limited schedule, though.
And I'm gonna be honest, I'm scared that, bro, because AEW's in-ring style is so reckless. Like, Brian's just gonna get a goddamn concussion. Like, it's just bound to happen.
I'm wondering, man, because Christian's there, so
Yeah.
you know.
Protect him.
Well, I mean, Christian's, I mean, he can, retired because of concussions. So,
But Christian's in-ring style was a lot more.
Body,
yeah, more
body
psychological,
impact.
psychological shit.
Yeah, it was body
Yeah, it's
impact.
like easier. You could change it to kind of prevent it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there ain't really a lot DB can change, bro. Like, his whole style is physical, and he has to fight from underneath so much because of his size.
The day that Daniel Bryan stomped Brock Lesnar's face into the mat
Dude,
was
that
the
was
day
great.
was the day I said Daniel Bryan is the greatest
Like,
wrestler.
oh
on
my
the
God, he's so dead.
He's so dead.
planet. Yo, we literally said he's gonna kill him, and he had just came back from that neck injury.
All right. Well, does anybody have anything else on AEW? Does that wrap that up?
Bro, shout out to Maine, King Haku.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. He
Bro.
made an appearance for the first time in a long time.
Yeah,
It popped me hard, man. I popped extra hard.
I thought he really was gonna win that belt. His son. I'd have cried with him because
Bro,
he would have cried.
He walks like Great Khali though.
Well, his son does.
Dude, he's 6'10".
Yeah, and Haku is like, you can tell he's old, but he can still go.
Bro, I still wouldn't fuck with that.
I still wouldn't fight him. Nope, hell no.
No.
I would be like, sir.
He'll just rip your whole bottom row of teeth out.
Just,
God. Yeah.
all right.
Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh, we're on SmackDown?
We're on SmackDown, bro.
God,
We're on the home stretch.
I feel it.
SmackDown. Come to your mama's house, smack it down.
So we just watched that, I believe, correct?
So there's a few segments that I will have to be caught up on by Cam and whoever else seen it.
Start from the top. I didn't see any Seth segments. That's all I just gotta say. So I know there was one.
Oh well, him and Edge had a segment. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that promo.
Cam, go ahead and
That was-
enlighten us since we're talking about it.
Well, I mean, I'll just go through the show recap real quick in order. Fucking Cena came out. Monster promo made a reference to the missionary statement last week. It was hilarious. If you ain't seen it, go hear it. And then, cut a promo. Really, like I said, kind of Roman's going to have to step his game up on the mic. That ain't what Cena on the mic. But he ended the promo, and then Baron came out, hilarious, asking John for help because John's rich. And John talked to him and ended up giving him an attitude adjustment.
Hey, real quick
Yeah.
on that, can we stop having Baron Corbin wearing like the same and/or different shirt with a
Doesn't
stain
say
on
the
it
same,
every
not same
fucking
shirt.
time?
Well, I mean, it just goes with the storyline. His wife left, took the kids now, everything.
But dude, the stain is on the same exact spot on his shirt every time.
And he's not married.
It's a new stain,
or
too.
has
Yeah,
kids.
it's a new stain.
It's a new stain added to it now.
Yeah.
So, like, it's more. So, it's like that's the only shirt he's got.
This is all going to be a ruse.
Yeah.
This is all going to end up being a
And so-
giant ruse.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry about that.
We had Ray and Jimmy Uso.
Yeah,
Great
that was a good
match.
match. I did see
Yeah,
that
great match. Reginald came out. He changed his name. He's Reggie now, and he's from St. Louis. He's not France anymore.
Wow, that didn't last long.
They're actually having real 24/7 matches, and this dude's athleticism is
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
something serious.
Him and
bro.
Chad Gable did it up, bro.
All them
Yeah,
backflips.
they did. And like Chad was actually like, I can say he was taking liberties with him, but he was kind of stiff with him, almost like a welcome to the WWE type shit.
Yeah,
And,
now you real.
Yeah. And but I mean, Reggie stood there and took it, man. It was obviously like that dude's green as hell, but like his athleticism and the backflips, but that shit is incredible.
Well, it's
And
kind
he's
of like
fast.
what we
Yeah.
were talking about. Hopefully, it'll add a little bit of legitimacy to that 24/7 title. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Because I mean, if you're gonna have it, just use it. I mean,
Yeah.
make it like a TV title. Just call it a 24/7 title, but just
Yeah.
kind of treat it like a TV title.
Stop with all the running in and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Make,
Yeah, and
make
then-
it serious.
Then Bianca came out to celebrate her 100 days as women's champ, and then Carmella and Zelina came out to jump her a little bit. And he got a monster return from Sasha with a monster pop.
Everyone loves the boss.
Sasha fucking Banks. Love you, girl.
Hey, man.
Love you.
We
Love you,
we seen
girl.
the turn coming from a mile away, though.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, everybody did.
Dude.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see her first return?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She came out, ran down,
Yeah.
and then she hugged her and shit. And even Bianca, like, I love the way that Bianca played it because she was like, "What the fuck is she hugging me for?" Like, okay,
Side
don't know
note,
where
y'all,
this is coming
Bianca
from,
is
but-
swole as fuck.
yeah,
like
dude.
I was looking at
Dude,
the
yeah.
biceps tonight. I'm like, God, this girl is huge. Like beautiful woman, but I'm
Bro.
just talking about like just
Yeah,
masculine
she's
as hell.
Strong, dude.
Yeah, she's. I like the spot in their tag match. We'll talk about that later. But when she pressed her into the
Still too
people,
close?
but yeah, then you got. They ended up having that was the main event, and then Edge. He had the contract signing, which was
The
hey,
contract signing
Roman
was a little
good,
bit
though,
of a
man.
mess.
He told me he's like, I'm gonna beat your ass back to NXT.
Oh yeah, that was funny as hell.
I feel like they're using Finn in this spot just as kind of like a
Filler.
yeah. It's a diversion to get to obviously Cena and Roman, which
Well,
I still think we're gonna get I still think
It's
we're gonna get
announced
Finn and
now.
Roman.
It's official now. It's official.
Well, yeah, he signed it. He put his name
Yeah,
on
he
it.
signed it
Right.
instead of Finn. So backstage, Paul was like, "It's not real. Like that ain't the match. And that ain't what was agreed upon." And Sonya opened the thing and was like, "No, Cena signed it. It's official."
Mm.
So
Damn.
and so it's leading to Finn and Baron next week on SmackDown because Baron cost Finn his title shot.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I hated that for Finn. I really did.
I know. I kind of wanted to see that match. I'm not gonna lie.
All right,
Yeah,
Finn.
I felt like that would have been a great match.
We're gonna bring you back
Man,
against the champion.
and we got a fucking 6-man tag again, and Apollo and Big E in the same match again for like the 29th time. So I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man!
You're
Like
Kevin Nash
I
versus
just don't know
Bret
what to
Hart
say. I'm just speechless on why has this feud been going on since 2020? Like
Well,
in all seriousness,
It has, but it hasn't. It's like they keep going back to it. Like it'll be done, and then it's like Big E will move on. It seems like, and then bam, right back to it, and then he'll split away again. Like now he's won the Money in the Bank, and then it's like, oh nope, we're gonna go right back to it again.
It's
like just
fucking
fucking move
Apollo.
on. Yeah, dude.
Apollo is the worst Intercontinental Champion of all time, right? Can we agree?
No.
God no.
No.
Man, he's mine. Fuck that.
I need to know why. I have to know why.
Yeah. Go ahead. I need a sidebar.
I
here.
mean, yo, he's lost 6 matches since he won the title. That's what I mean. Like, it's terrible. Like his booking, his story, his
So
character.
did
You
AJ
don't
Styles.
just all of a sudden gain a goddamn accent. Like it's just terrible.
Yeah, that did just come out of fucking nowhere. All of a sudden, he's like this Nigerian prince, and because I mean, he's talked before on television. That's the problem with WWE. They just think we forget.
See,
Right.
but you got to remember one important thing. One important thing about the Apollo situation. Mr. B has Apollo
That's his MVP.
as the MVP of the COVID era.
Guys, well, it could be like actors where they're like, you just think they're American, and then they go on an interview on some talk show, and they're from another country, and you're like, what the fuck?
Hey,
did-
Kofi
yeah.
did it.
Like
It just
Kofi.
was reversed, okay?
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to
So
be
maybe he
Jamaican?
was really, he's had this
Technically.
accent the whole time, but he's just really been, you know.
Trying
I'm
to
just
play
trying
an
to give him
American
some credit.
character.
Yeah, exactly.
Coral.
Like
You got
Coral.
you got one guy losing an accent. You got another character gaining accents. Like I'm just like.
I'm confused. It's all confusing. I'm with you, Cam. I couldn't have been more disinterested in this match, to be honest with you. I literally could care less about this match. Even Big E, even though Big E's in it, it's just a mishmash of fucking. They don't know what they're doing, so they're like, "Hey, fuck it, let's just put them all in a big match together, and then we'll just continue on this till next week."
Wasteless use of talent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
My thoughts on it.
did you fart or cum or something?
Both at the same time?
Both. He's like, I succumbed.
Oh. Sounds like you gave up. Like,
Sounds like he gave up. Exactly.
oh my
That's
God.
the sound of giving up. I succumbed. Kimmy, you might want to write
Like,
that
add
down.
that to the list.
I succumbed.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, on that note, we're moving on to the Bianca Sasha match. Bianca Sasha versus Carmella and Zelina Vega.
Carmella and not Carmella. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bianca and Sasha. The disrespect. Bianca and Sasha had some very creative spots in the match, man. I think like they have great chemistry too. I mean, Sasha just tends to fucking have great chemistry with everybody she's ever stepped in the ring with. So I'm gonna give Sasha that benefit, but like they had a lot of great chemistry as a team too.
I agree.
Yeah, I thought so too. We all seen that. We just talked about it earlier. We seen the turn.
Yeah,
from
Man,
a
the
mile
turn
away.
the turn was known before she even came out. Like,
Yeah.
once they announced that they're like, once the spoiler came out that said there's a possibility that she is returning tonight. When I read it
Yeah.
earlier, I'm
Well,
like, oh,
that's
she's definitely
the
going for
spoiler
Bianca.
I
she
didn't
was-
see that shit until y'all sent it.
She was on this like the spoiler been is them two for the SummerSlam match also.
Yeah,
so
for forever. And they got 3 weeks.
Yes.
The one thing Mike hates about these short feuds is the fact that you got 3 weeks to
already
build
know.
this program right now.
It's not enough
But you don't
time.
have to.
I mean,
that one build.
yeah, but it's just at the same time, it's like if you really think about it, it's 3 shows. Like you're gonna see it 3 times before the 4th time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So
Keep them away from each
but-
other, dude. I'm okay with that.
like I get it. It's Mania. She lost at Mania, but here's the thing: WWE kind of got rid of the invoking the fucking instant
rematch clause.
rematch
yeah.
clause according to
No,
their
you have
new
the
rules.
championship. You have the contender match now.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So
Rename.
is she gonna have to beat Bianca to get a match at SummerSlam
Fuck
now?
she
no,
did.
bro.
What's going on?
It's gonna be.
She did.
It's gonna be. She's gonna be mad as fuck and just want revenge. So it's Bianca's gonna probably be the aggressor.
Mm.
Cause Bianca hasn't been like a chump. Like she's been a hellacious fighting champion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna back down for sure.
Right. And you said we won't. It's gonna be a fucking phenomenal match.
Dude, it will be. Because, yeah.
I mean, they stole WrestleMania.
Yeah,
like
they
that's
did.
all everybody talked about at WrestleMania.
The whip heard round the world.
I was asking these guys earlier. Do you think that Sasha can cut her hair? Do you think Sasha's gonna be the one to cut her hair?
Why Bailey's holding her down? Yeah, I believe it.
No, we're not gonna see Bailey, bro. We won't see Bailey
Bailey's
till
gonna
next
be
year.
out.
But no, I'm
months.
saying that's how long they're gonna wait.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, build
I could
that
see
shit.
her getting rid of it sooner than later. To be
See,
honest,
you would
with
think that. And what is she gonna look
Bro,
like? Gold?
I don't see her getting rid of it, bro, because it's
I
like
don't either.
it's part of her gimmick, and it's her whole fucking Titantron video.
people can change.
Like, look
bro.
at it.
Yeah, that's why I said they're gonna wait a long time. Before
I'm not
this
saying
shit
cut it
comes.
off bald. I'm saying just like her
Cut
natural
the-
hair length. Like she's got shoulder length hair now. You know what I mean? So if they just chopped her fucking hair off, what did she lose? She doesn't really use it very often.
Maybe
like
if
it's,
they cut off like about that much of it
Oh,
at
come on.
the end or something like that.
what is that even gonna matter?
It's just to say they did it.
No,
Well, cut it in half.
I say just
I
cut
don't
that
think
shit.
they're
Like
cutting
just
her hair.
I don't
cut
think
it
they're
to
gonna-
where
that's
it
a
would be
thing
her
right now.
I
natural.
don't think they're gonna cut her hair, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna cut it either.
They're going to one day.
One day, yes.
Mark my words.
No. I
Mark my words.
Yeah,
I
hey,
do agree with
Sasha
you on
Banks
that.
is- Sasha Banks is gonna change her hair color one day too.
Well,
Well, I mean, that happens
Well,
frequently.
that's like
Yeah, she
hourly.
I mean, it has been blue for a while, but
It's gonna be
Yeah.
hourly.
She got some gray or silver in that shit now.
Yeah,
She
some
got some.
highlights.
Sasha fucking Banks, I love you. Just want to say.
Hey man, Makazi said back off his woman.
All right, I'm sorry.
dude, one of her matches like legit made me cry. So there's that.
It is true.
Sasha,
The
Yeah.
greatest, the greatest women's
bro,
match
the
of all
Bailey.
greatest
time.
women's match ever.
Her and Bailey.
Her and
baby.
Bailey, dude. Yeah, that shit legitimately, I was crying. I'm like, I'm fucking crying.
You're
I'm
crying.
crying. Dude, legit. I was like, I guess I like wrestling. I don't know.
AEW Marshall said that Britt and Thunder Rosa was the best match ever.
No, I mean it was a no. Don't get it twisted. Let me rewind. That was a phenomenal match. That shit was.
That
baller.
psychology, it didn't have the psychology as Bailey
No.
and Sasha though, for sure.
And the way it ended too, with
Bro,
with
yeah,
Bailey and
that
Sasha, that
reverse Hurricane
from
Rana,
the
bro.
top,
Yeah, I lost my mind.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, she's dead. They killed her.
Yeah.
That's God's my witness. She's
Bro,
broken it
have you
off.
heard? Did you hear Bailey talk about it? She said she closed her eyes.
Yeah,
Just
like,
went
are you
for it.
serious? Like, no. The worst time to close your eyes is when you're taking it backwards.
She's never done it before.
And I've never done it before.
She's like, well, fuck
Well,
it.
fuck it. And there's your neck. She's like,
Hey, that's the difference between adrenaline and not having adrenaline.
Yep.
yeah. That's the difference between Stone Cold and Owen versus, them.
She's just like, if this works, it works.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I'm ready to
That
have
should be a
Sasha
shirt.
versus
If it works,
Charlotte
it
Goat
works.
talk because
We've already established.
The
that's
Charlotte
right.
Sasha
Oh,
goat talk.
Fuck, I forgot
all right.
already. Oh my god.
What's that?
He said if it works should be a shirt. And I'm like, yeah, we.
Fucking,
Were you here?
Nah, were you?
I was like, he did
Right
go for
there.
a minute to get coffee.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Well, speaking of which.
that's
Are you out of coffee?
Well, we can't close this out yet.
Oh yeah,
folks.
we're not. Yeah, we're not even. Yeah, we're on the home stretch. But what
So-
you got, Kimmy?
I was gonna say, as far as SmackDown, do we have anything else for that?
I thought it was a good show. It was an easy
Yeah.
watch. I thought it went by fast. Again, SmackDown hit a home run this week.
Hey, I got something real quick. Do you think it's smart what they're doing right now, keeping Roman and Cena separate from each other right now, so they're not like in ring talking to each other.
I love that.
Yeah, because
and we totally. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say because of the last time it happened, Cena chewed his ass up, chewed him up.
You
Spit him out.
You think this Roman would get the same treatment?
I think this Roman will be able to talk a little bit more. Oh, that doesn't happen. Sorry, I just looked at the corner. He was staring at me. I'm like, oh shit, what happened?
He's either dead or staring at me.
That's what. He's either dead or staring at me. No, so I thought that I think this Roman has more to say. But I mean, come on, it's John fucking Cena, bro.
John cuts his promos with like his rapper mentality, so it's hard to step up to a mic battle with a rapper.
The Rock was able to hold up some.
Nah, bro, he was writing that shit on his forearm.
Yeah, I know he was.
He got called the fuck out too,
bro. Fucking Geezer. What the hell is his damn name? His fucking writer for his movie company. That used to be the writer for
Gortz.
Yeah, he was writing all that shit for him because he came back and worked with him.
Yeah, so
dude, believe it or not, a lot of the Rock shit was scripted back in the day.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because he
and they got mad because Hunter was eating his ass up live.
Why you keep going off script for? That's not cool, Paul. That's not cool, Paul.
He's like, I'm trying to get myself over, man.
He's like, well, listen, Dwayne, if you want to get over. Gotta get off the script. But anyway.
You want to get over it, you gotta smash the boss's daughter.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I got 2 words for you. Prenup. No, I'm kidding. So.
Yeah, on her behalf, she's fucking rich, isn't
she? She probably got it. Vince was like, ha ha. You're not getting in, ha ha.
Listen, Hunter is from Connecticut, bro. His family was never hurting for money.
Hunter's character is from Connecticut.
He's from Connecticut too.
He's from New Hampshire. Is where Paul Levesque.
Rich folk live up
there. You ever been to New Hampshire? You gotta have money to go up there, bro.
I have been to New Hampshire,
Vermont, all that shit.
I've stayed at the anyway.
Damn, we got off track. We was talking about fucking Cena and Roman, keeping them separate. Where the hell are we at?
So Cena, as I said before, Cena would get his ass. Roman would get his ass chewed. I'm curious to see if this is a good run for Roman for when he does eventually get in the ring with Rock, because Rock is going to chew his ass up too. So, I mean, maybe.
I just hope they don't fuck that story up.
I just don't want to see that.
You don't want to see Roman and Rock?
No.
I'm curious. That's got me curious.
I'm going to be honest. I don't want to see DB and AEW either, but I ain't want to say that shit.
You really don't? It sounds weird, right?
I'm not a DB guy, man. I never have been.
I'm not gonna lie. DB going to AEW was almost like Tom going to Tampa Bay for me. It was what?
It's name value.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I just think DB's past his prime. Like, go home, go be dead.
I don't agree.
I don't know, man. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do because he's gonna have creative freedom, basically.
Bro, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna get booked with goddamn Ricky Starks and be the FTW champion. Because that's what they do.
I can see him being the TNT champ.
Yeah, defending that, or whatever they're gonna put on Dynamite. Maybe Dynamite's gonna have his own set of champions, and that's.
You talking about Rampage?
Yeah. What did I say?
Dynamite.
Whatever the fuck. Yeah. Rampage.
We're getting
Dynamite.
way.
There's too many shows.
I'm talking about this shit the other day. Like, literally, like, if we were to watch Impact, y'all, there's literally wrestling from Monday to Friday. Like, and I'm like,
including Saturday and sometimes.
Like, I need a day off.
NWA is on Saturday.
Yeah, Raw.
Saturday at 6:05.
Like I think Thursday's the only day, right?
What's that?
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's the only day that we don't invest into.
But there's
recording.
Yeah, there's wrestling on.
And you know this recording on your TV.
Impact
is, so you can go back and watch that. And Impact is in association with AEW, and that little run that they were doing where they had AEW
well, Kazarian was on there last night, bro.
Kazarian?
Kazarian was on Impact last night. Yeah, they're still doing the crossover and shit.
Yeah, he's the elite hunter.
And here's the deal.
Yeah.
You know, they're cross promoting. I like that. It's a work.
I love that shit, dude.
And it's making Impact more valuable.
It's like wrestlers supporting wrestlers, man.
Wrestlers supporting wrestlers.
Well, plus they got
Hashtag
Kenny
that.
Omega going across the whole place. Like, how much longer before he's the IWGP champ?
I think that'll probably be the culmination of when he starts.
I don't think
losing.
that shit's happening
You don't think so?
because he left on terrible terms, bro. Like they were pissed.
Yeah, but they
Well, you
were
know.
also dicks about it too,
Yeah.
though. You know what I mean? They were trying to hold him hostage, and it's like, come on, man, you're trying to hold me hostage on some verbiage of a contract. Like,
I'm gonna be honest, like y'all know who the whole like underlying hero to all this shit is Rocky Romero, and he don't get none of the fucking.
Why? Because he
talk.
bartered. Because he bartered and brokered.
mm-hmm.
He played
Well,
wrestling psychology with them. I mean, dude, he was just the first
But
one to
he's the
step
booker.
up.
But Rocky's the booker for New Japan now.
Yeah.
I get it though, but here's the deal.
He's been there for a while.
Right, and then on top of that, he knew that they were going to try to do that shit with Kenny. He knew that was going to come across. You know what I mean? He just did the right thing, and I give him credit for doing the right thing. But he knew that shit was going to happen, though. If you knew from the jump that was going to happen, why let it happen in the first place? He could have easily stepped in before it even got to that level.
yeah.
So, I mean, kudos to stepping up, but, bro, you know, if you knew the fire was going to start, you could have put the fire out before it started. You didn't have to let it start and then be like, oh.
No, he just like Rocky just became booker during the pandemic.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying,
more
He's
recently.
the one, but he's the one that ironed the bridge to get the New Japan and U.S. relationship back on solid ground because that
Yeah.
shit was fucked up, bro.
Rock-
Like it was no working.
Him and Rocky Romero and the Good Brothers are like boys.
right,
Yeah.
I know that part.
Yeah.
Because of that damn stupid shit that y'all had me watch, the pay-per-view thing.
Oh yeah.
With Chavo
Right,
came
but
out.
like,
to
they
it.
were boys.
I
They were
cried.
boys like even before that.
Well,
but
no, I mean,
he-
but I get it. Yeah.
So Rocky is actually a key part of getting Jericho to New Japan in the first place.
When that happened originally with
Rocky was the verbal person back and forth.
right. So I get that. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, I think Mike is right about the Kenny Omega New Japan relationship. I think that might be like squashed because there's no way that they're gonna put their world title back on him in any way, shape, or
Well,
form.
because here's the thing,
No.
they're already doing business with him. Because I mean, they have their United States Championship on their television. So I mean,
And Jay White.
well,
He's an Impact.
he's an Impact, yeah. Which means, and I mean, he's going to fight Kenny for the Impact title, which means he could easily cross over to AEW. You know what I mean?
But
So-
I think Jay White's contract with New Japan is done. Like he signed
Yeah.
with Impact.
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah, he showed
But
up at
isn't he
Impact
still the
at
champ?
Slammiversary.
No, he's not the champ. What's his name is the champ?
He showed up with the
Oka-
Pure Championship belt.
Not Okada. Jesus.
Not Tanahashi.
Who's the IP?
Not Naito. Naito.
Naito.
I think it's Naito.
That sounds right.
Fact check it. I think it's Naito.
Fact check.
I'm not sure. Now I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't sit around watching New Japan. Like that's not my thing.
Same.
It's a completely different style of wrestling for sure.
Yeah, bro. They wrestle in a boxing ring. Like what?
That's gotta hurt.
Sometimes, yeah, that's just got to be brutal.
No, thank you.
Oh, Edge and fucking Seth. Shit's great.
So
Seth attacking them.
I missed that. So
Oh, bro. So what they did was, Edge came out. Stupid pop again. He's coming. He's
Yeah.
walking down the ramp. Well, as he's walking down the ramp, they're like going to commercial break. They come back. Seth's in the ring, bro. Not Edge.
Naito.
And then, so it is Naito.
Yeah, it is Naito.
nice.
Okay, I thought so. But so they went to commercial and came back, and Edge is laid out on the floor because Seth attacked him during the commercial break.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he's like, if I can't be champion, Edge ain't gonna be champion. And then he goes like down this flashback of like how Edge kept getting one up over him, and he Seth freaking Rollins. Like it was great. Definitely go back and check out that clip. Man, Seth's great. Like we know he's money every week. Like Seth
Yeah.
doesn't
He's
have an
getting
off
better
night,
too.
but that shit is good because it's Seth.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, it is crazy how like Edge just gets a huge pop every fucking time, dude. He's so amped too. He's
Yeah.
so fucking
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
I love Edge,
I think, if
man.
I'm not mistaken,
Damn.
I think he's wearing a Rey Mysterio shirt tonight too.
Nice.
It looks like a Rey shirt.
I
Former
kind of
tag
like how they
champs.
had him like some shit go down during commercial break, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, that's cool.
it was a different.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, all of a sudden you show up. Yeah, Seth's in the ring. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like whoa.
AJ, have you seen Seth's suit?
Yeah, I was looking at it when I came up the steps. The first thing I looked at Mike was
That
like,
shit was
that was
fire.
fire.
Yeah, I like all that odd shit.
Yeah, dude, he's got some. I did like the blue satin, I will admit.
I gotta step up my suit game, man. But between him and Bobby Lashley, I'm slacking. Who said having kids was good? Screw that.
Dude, those suits just look so hot.
Exactly.
It just looks so
Oh, you mean temperature wise? Okay. Somebody
I
call
mean, I guess both ways, yeah, but
911.
I'm about to say, hey, we can make Mr. B get some of them on. Hey, Mr. B, let's go buy some.
nah, it's alright.
Kimmy said they're hot.
Yeah, but then I don't know.
No, like you can't breathe, you know?
Yeah, like you can't breathe hot.
Is he still double champ? He's still champ?
He was.
He was, right? He had the Intercontinental and the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he won them both the same night, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Yep.
They're really trying to get him over.
He's
Bro,
like
he's
that
over,
Shawn
though.
Michaels.
That
Yeah.
motherfucker is over. Yeah.
He does that shit with his eye, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all I got on the pro wrestling this week.
Well, I think the only thing left on the docket is let me get over here a minute.
Got some Kevin Dunn talk
A
you
rumor
had said
that,
over
Cam-
here.
Yes,
Some rumors
Kevin
from Kevin
Dunn.
Dunn. Some rumors.
Cam also got a little surprise or something,
Yeah.
It's time for the Cam minute.
Yeah, the Cam segment.
The Cam segment. Now,
The Cam segment.
give it to you.
I just want to talk about Kevin Dunn real quick. I know you see a lot of people bitching about it. I think he is overproducing so much. Like, we don't need 18 camera cuts in 2 minutes. Like, it's ridiculous. Leave it on one camera cut.
too. Yeah, it's too much.
Prime, if you need a prime, the main example is Edge and Seth last week going at it. Cut one punch, cut one punch, cut one punch. Like I'm gonna get goddamn epilepsy with his camera cuts because he cuts so damn much, bro. Like, what happened to less is more? Like, less is
That
so
shit don't
much
exist
more.
no more, dude. That don't exist no more.
It needs to, because this shit is ridiculous. Like, it gives me a headache
Well, and
with
it's
all his fucking camera cuts.
I was gonna say, Cam, and not only the camera cuts, but every time they do punch each other, not only do they cut the scene, but they also zoom in and out. So they're like, oh, he hit him, zoom in and out. Oh, he hit him, zoom in and out. Change the camera, zoom in and out. Change the camera. It's like so fucking much. It's so much.
Right.
You're
And
really
it's not
gonna
even
have
like
a seizure, like
And
you
it's
said.
not the production, like the production aspect I'm not bitching about, but the camera cuts is like
It's too much.
so, it's ridiculous, man. Like, please. I mean, and it's even like trickling down to NXT a little bit. NXT's getting to where they're camera cutting a lot too. And I'm just like, leave
Vince
it
is
on
gonna
one
start
shot.
plucking them motherfuckers too. All the production people.
Yeah, so like that's just Kevin Dunn, please.
We're gonna have you
less,
shoot the WWE champion.
less, bro.
Over and
Like,
over
less
again.
camera cuts.
Action.
Am I tripping, y'all?
No,
y'all,
no,
y'all
I
know
agree
what I'm
with
talking
you.
about?
Yeah, they
Okay.
zoom in, they fucking cut a million times, zoom in and out, zoom in and out. It's too much, dude.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
the hard
like,
cam feed with just highlights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Camera
Just
one,
leave
no,
it on
camera two.
one camera view. Like, you have a hard cam for a reason.
Yeah,
If
dude.
you're gonna go to ringside, go from one angle. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to cut one angle and then go from another angle, this angle, and go back. Like, no, bro, leave us on one angle.
You almost have too many options.
Yeah,
Next, they gonna fuck around and give us a drone. Like, they got a drone in there.
they already got
Oh.
one.
They already have one, yeah.
They already have one for the entrances.
Shit, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially at the
Like,
big
it's-
pay-per-views that they do in
Watch
the
that thing come fucking
stadiums.
crashing down on some kid.
Ooh.
and it's
Wrap
4K.
up in their hair and shit.
Yeah, it's all blurry in the background because I don't have a 4K TV.
It's frustrating. Like, I don't know. It pisses me off because it's annoying. Like, AEW don't have a million camera cuts, bro. They have about 4 cameras. That's all you need. You can run a great show with 4 cameras.
Yes, sir.
That's
And-
just my opinion.
And a 4K TV works too. So if any fans out there want to donate 4K TVs at
Oh, yeah.
Drulowski,
Shit. Oh yeah, he's just for himself. So you hear that?
well, I mean, just send it to we do have the podcast.
No.
But
At MACKDOwn, it's
Yeah.
at MACKDOwn Podcast.
At
It's all social
MACKDOwn
media.
Podcast is a social media that you go to, and you can follow us there and subscribe, and you can follow us on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't have is Facebook.
Fuck Facebook.
Yeah, we don't have a Facebook page.
Facebook's dying.
I don't like Facebook.
My
yeah.
mom is on. It's kind of like one of those. Making it original.
Hey, do you want to hear the big rumor?
Go for it.
Oh shit!
Let me put my
Is
glasses
this the
on.
surprise? Is this it?
It's not a surprise. It's not even like that serious. It's just AJ's gonna like fall out the floor.
Oh, let me move.
I can't wait. So, there's a big video release. In the video, some certain individual was talking, and in the video, he said, "See you at SummerSlam." Set the internet into a buzz, and there's been some rumors of some returns. That guy is Ryback.
Oh my God!
No, that can't be real, dude. That can't
it's a
be
real
real.
video. It's on his social media and everything.
Well, AJ is.
He
on
was
before.
getting I forgot what he was at, and it was like, "See y'all at SummerSlam."
Oh no.
From the audience.
That's what a lot of people are hoping. But I just wanted to tell AJ that firsthand.
People were hoping for that.
Yeah, that one guy at
Bro,
fucking
AJ's
Buffalo Wild
got-
Wings.
Oh,
Dude, Ryback's got a fan base though. Like, as weird as it is, like, he's got a unique like fan base for him. So Drew Lasky, I'm gonna send you the link courtesy of ringsidenews.com. Great website. Shout out to them. But I sent you the
There
link
it is.
courtesy of them from where I got it from, and you can read it yourself.
That was great. He's like ringsidenews.com. Ping.
yeah. Well, everybody, is that everything for pro wrestling this week?
I think so.
There's really no
Yes.
topics that we had.
This motherfucker really said, "See, oh my God,
I told you that one line.
man, never tell a lie, never tell a lie."
I just knew like that one would hit you in the core and it would be hilarious.
There you
So
go.
I had to tell you.
It's official, y'all. Bobby Lashley and Ryback at WrestleMania.
Oh
Book
my
it.
God.
So the Ryback Award this week goes to
Yeah.
Ryback.
He's about to get the fucking Batista treatment, dude.
Ryback Award. If Ryback
God,
wins
bro.
the Royal
If
Rumble,
he's gonna win the Rumble,
Hey.
bro, watch.
So I'm gonna be honest, like Ryback hasn't been on my radar at all.
yeah, since Buffalo
But-
Wild Wings.
Yeah, but
We'll
like,
tell that story
legit,
later
like,
today.
if that was a thing for a minute, like, because you know Vince is all about giving everybody a second chance and shit, unless you're Buff Bagwell or Ken Shamrock. Do y'all think they would bring him back?
No,
I mean, Vince McMahon is all about making money in business. So if he's got a following
And,
like
hey,
you said he does, then I mean,
And
they'll bring him
Ryback
in.
was like top 3 in merch sales when he was there.
He brought
with the
fucking
Feed Me More, right? Feed Me More was
Yeah.
big because
Bro,
my
Feed Me More was
kids,
fucking over.
my kids was
Why?
super big,
Can
and
someone explain to me
it
why?
it was fan interaction.
It's
It was fan interaction, yeah.
Exactly. Something the fans can
And
chant.
it was organic too, because like he kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, like, because it was on, like, when he was on that show, and, like,
NXT, yeah, he was on with the Nexus and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like he wasn't right back.
That's where the Feed Me More came from, because he was always eating. And Al Snow was ribbing on him because he was always sneaking food.
What? That was on Tough Enough. That's what it was.
exactly.
Yeah, tough enough. I think The Miz was on the same season.
No.
Yeah, I think him and The Miz were on the same season of Tough Enough. I think they were, bro. I could be wrong.
No,
I
he was
could
on
be
NXT.
wrong.
Yeah,
They
he
were
was
on
with.
NXT.
Yeah, they were with the NXT. Yeah.
He was
They
also
were
he was
with
on
the
Tough Enough
pros.
too. He was also on Tough Enough.
I don't remember Ryback being on Tough Enough at all.
Yeah, dude.
I know Morrison was.
Morrison was also, yeah.
Bro, I'm looking that shit up. I ain't never heard that ever.
Mike's like, I know.
I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I could have dreamt this. You know what I mean?
Dude, can they Photoshop these photos anymore?
Ryback was on
Damn,
the
we-
on the 2001 season with the Miz.
There you go.
2001. God, 20 years ago.
Bro, Skip Sheffield.
There you go, y'all. I knew I wasn't wrong.
That man never lie.
You know your shit.
So this season was the season that, of course, we know who won, right?
On that season,
Yeah.
I mean,
2001?
Well, here's the cast.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
give me
wait,
the
wow.
cast.
Was it Batista? No,
All right, here's the cast. John Morrison,
John Morrison
Mhm.
won.
Maven.
Josh Matthews.
No, Maven was on season 1.
Well, they have Maven on there.
Well, he was on season 1.
Which
so.
is oh wait, let me see winners.
Wasn't Matthews on season 1 too?
So Josh
Yeah,
Bell,
he was.
Joshua what Brunel or something? He won. And Sarah
Josh was
Lee.
the tall dude that won Stone Cold season, right?
Yeah, and that was Stone Cold season 6, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maven won season 1. Remember Linda Miles, the big black chick?
Yeah, she got
Yeah,
fired.
super fired.
You can't say that shit on TV.
What'd she say?
Motherfucker. Yeah.
But live mic, loud.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Kevin Nash motherfucker, that's for sure. No. That was straight up like grab the mic and just say motherfucker.
Yeah, you can't say that.
You can't say that.
There's children.
Fucking children.
There's children. Where? Right there. right in front of you.
Front
That's
row, and they
crying.
don't even know how lucky they are, motherfuckers.
Yeah, those little motherfuckers.
I think that all the time when little kids are in the front row. I'm like, you don't even know.
Those little motherfuckers. All right, so I think we might be done. Are we done? Is that
Yeah, I
it?
think we're wrapping it up.
You
now.
tapped out. You tapped
tapped out.
out.
I never tap.
I only fall asleep.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, guys, this has been
night.
super awesome. Thank you all for participating. I love you all as usual. With a side note of fuck you, Nick Gage. Once again, come at me, brah.
All right, my dudes. Well, thank you again for joining us. Follow us on all social media. The MACKDOwn. No, it's just MACKDOwn Podcast.
At MACKDOwn
At
Podcast.
MACKDown
Yeah.
Podcast.
It's not the.
Well, okay, so it's Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Active
Subscribe,
seniors.
like, comment, share. Hey, man, we'll shout out any fan questions we get. So
Yeah. Ask anything.
you send in a fan question on the old comments over there, and we'll shout them out and read
Give
them
it-
right here on the air. Yeah,
I was going to say
anything, man.
a
Whatever
topic
you
want to hear us hash out.
Dude, that's great, too. The more feedback, the better.
Nia Jax, I think I can beat her.
Ooh. What do you guys think about that? Nia
I would
Jax?
like to see it.
Cam over there like, yeah, right, motherfucker.
Well, we'll leave that one up for the fans to see if they would like that. You know, comment.
I'll just let her hurt herself, you know?
That'd be kid. Who lasts longer, Kimmy with Nia or me with Jake Hager?
I think Kimmy lasts longer, bro. Kimmy lasts longer.
Jake Hager's like a monster. Oh my
He's
God.
a legit real-life fighter.
That's a bad motherfucker, man.
Undefeated.
Dude, Shayna Baszler, now I'm scared of her.
Oh, she'll
Bro,
break your arm.
She went at some dude on Twitter for fucking with Simone Biles, bro, and I was like, she'll kill this dude.
Yeah, talking shit about her mental health.
She said, you ain't even the best at taking a shit in your own house. How you gonna talk about it? Let's go on that list.
I love
Shout
Shayna.
out Shayna, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Shayna's the bomb.
That's great. That's great.
I love Shayna too.
Yeah, she's
man.
a bad bitch.
She's a bad.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna ring this fucking bell.
Yeah, sounds
That's
good.
the match.
Till next week.
One.
We out
Till next
here.
week, y'all.
2, 3.
We could actually do a countdown like that. It's mid-July and he just wears black long sleeve, black shirt, black pants, black hat. It's like, God damn, Johnny Cash, you have a fucking heat stroke out here, dude.
So we're recording on Saturdays, which is
Just be
between
mindful.
2 a.m. and
And between 2 a.m. and 2 p.m.
He's talking out of fucking both sides of his mouth.
Dave Meltzer, right?
Yeah. Because how can you say that that's the most disgraceful thing you've ever seen in pro wrestling, but yet when it happened to Hogan and Hall and Nash, that was like the greatest heat of all time. So like, which is it?
So